Okay, it should be live now, and of course, the question is the audio actually working properly? So we'll see. You guys can weigh in, let me know. Because everything is set up here as of last night, so it's kind of a first draft. Did it work? This is the Dave. Here we are live. How's the audio? Obviously, first of all, guys, does it sound okay? Is it, when I was checking it, it sounded like it was coming through one of my ears as opposed to both of them, but maybe that's not actually a problem. I'm not sure, but you guys can let me know if it's too loud or too... Yeah, you're coming out of the left only. Okay, damn it. I'll do a quick check to see what might be causing that. Yeah, left only. If you, I think it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, no self-quarantine. Let's see, it would be obs, one ear, obs sound, one ear only. Let's see if I can fix audio on one side. Yes, okay. Seems good, seems hopeful. Right, there we go. That's right. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see, we go, that was obs file, advanced audio properties. What did he say? Desktop A mono. And then boom, okay. Let's see, mix audio. I don't have the same as him. He has a microphone. He's got more options than me. What about now? Okay, did it fix it, guys? Desktop audio. He didn't do that. He did a microphone. Damn it, why does his look different? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Got it? That fixed it? Oh, okay. Hey. Excellent. Okay. What a... You'd think that would be on default, right? That's that's a bizarre thing that you have to say. By the way, I want it to actually be in both ears, that you can listen to this. Strange, but that's okay. All right, so writing into the stream today. Today I'm doing. I'll show you guys if I go on Amazon.jp, because I had the is that not how you spell it? Because I had the blowout on this computer, I had to like go in and do the deep fix. It was really brutal. I'm looking to update, and so this is a kind of like fundraiser as well. Of course, this isn't an absolute necessity, but I'm looking to basically do as much as I possibly can to go towards fundraising for this bad boy right here, which is a T7 500 gigabyte external hard drive. So any and all donations are super appreciated today. Of course, they're not a necessary part of the stream. We're just going to hang out, do questions, and edit these photos that everybody submitted. But there is a purpose that if people do want to donate, it goes towards this. My what is it called? I don't have like a donation ticker. That would have been smarter, but the if you'd like to donate, better than the super chat is probably the what is it called? PayPal, and that is my PayPal address. So with that out of the way, now that we have the donation set up, you guys see what I'm going for. Let's get into the photo editing, and of course, if you have, hey, thank you very much. I'm gonna bring up, because I don't have a widget for this, I'll just like bring in the bottom corner there this calculator to let people know where the what should we call it, the donations have reached. So there, already we have $10. So thank you very much. Holy hell. Okay. There we go. $20. We've already reached $20. So we have percentage wise, we are crushing in already. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. So now, yes, and every step closer is me getting that external, and meaning that I will never have to fear for losing all the shit on my computer. I'm going to get, or I have Google Drive, but it's like a very, very slow back and forth. And it's okay for like a long-term storage, like store it and forget it, but actually having it, as a means that you're moving things on and off of is not practical. But thank you very much, Medina. Thank you very much, Jack. Really appreciate it. So now let's, as promised, as I kept hyping in the community channel and as well on my Instagram, let's do some photo editing for the people who submitted to me here, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I took the time last night to separate this into into actual file for like people who had submitted for the stream. In total, here I can pull that up again. In total for this, it's 22,000 yen, which is I'm basically just saying I'm just saying $200 because 22,000 yen is essentially that. Holy hell. Okay, thank you very much, Regulus. Really appreciate it. I believe we actually have one of your photos, Regulus, so we'll be able to get to yours. So now that was another 10. We've gone up to 30. We are at 30 already. This is awesome, guys. Really, really awesome. Yes, losing shit is incredibly bad. I definitely will want to move towards this guy, which will be great. Now, where is it? Photo submissions. Okay. So, in fact, since I don't think anyone, obviously, if somebody's donated, I mean, I'll jump right on top of getting your photos edited. But since we got one from Regulus here, let's do this. So we got a cool one here from Regulus. I think this will be a lot of fun. And also, holy hell, Jack, sweet mama jamma. Also, if you guys want to check out the Little Corner Sandwich Shop on Facebook, that's my brother and I's. We have a food truck that's doing well. Okay, let's add to the donations. Plus 50. No, that's wrong. Okay, 50, 10, 10, 10. It should be 80 in total. Okay, so we're at 80. The donations are at 80. That's wonderful. Yeah, hey, Jack. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. I will get this goddamn. Okay, so I think that this is really cool. We got some sort of like countryside thing here. We got like lots of character in the clouds. I think there's a lot of room here. Good question. Yeah, way quicker, Eric. I was like, this will probably I'm going to go for a 12-hour stream and I'll raise $10. So, doing much, much better already. But yeah, in case you guys are curious, like I was saying, if you want to check out incredible comfort food and food porn, this Little Corner Sandwich Shop on Facebook is great to check out. Okay. So what do I enjoy? Taking the shot or editing the shot? I think I think taking the shot, because it's like that is the thing where I'm out, I'm doing it. I've like spent all this time to like really find this like incredible thing. Um, and then when I get back here, it's fun, but like there's so much excitement when I've first taken it. I think that's what I really, really enjoy. Yes. Yep. No problem, Chris. Great to definitely want to get people in there checking it out. So with this, I don't think it needs a lot of contrast. I'm trying to think of the feel that we go for here. I think dreamy is kind of a cool feel. That's something I've been going for a lot more. Kerrville, Texas. Right on Texas. Parents live there, Lord Regulus. Interesting. Another question to put to you guys as we go along with this fundraiser here. Do you guys want any music in the background while we do this, or are we happy just to chat? The music is always a questionable thing. I'm not sure. I think I like bringing up the shadows. Yeah, make it a little more viewable. Bring down the whites. Bring down the highlights. Yeah, that's a little more dreamy. Give it a little more black. And I think if we want to make this dreamy, we're going to take some of the texture out. We want it to sort of be like the clouds. The lo-fi beats. All right. Caden suggests. Yeah, lo-fi, right? It's awesome. Okay, cool. I will load up my Epidemic Sound account, epidemicsound.com. Whoop. Okay, and then we'll get into this. I just signed in recently, so it should stop sassing me. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Get the lo-fi on. Like You Hurt Me. Search. There we go. Lo-fi. Lo-fi. Music. Not lo-fo. There's no such thing as lo-fo yet. Lo-fi Christmas. Okay. This is kind of cool. ISO Indies Euphoric. Oh, 2 songs aren't going to cut it. They're not going to cut it at all. The next 10. Okay, let's go with this one. And all right, you guys tell me. I think that should be okay for volume, but if it's way too loud, thank you very much, Andrew. Appreciate the donation. That's going to go on here. So plus, we'll just call that $10. I don't know. So we are already at 90, heading towards whatever you want to call it, like let's say 50%. Okay. All right, Medina, thank you very much. Let's add plus 20. We are already at 110. You guys are sick. Oh, that's awesome. This, and all accomplished without even a widget. Let's get these. Can I get an F in the chat? Yeah, Fs. Woo. Again, guys, let me know if the audio is sassing us so we can fix that. Yeah, I haven't got through once. Donations are flying through so quickly. Yeah, I think, clarity down a little bit. Look at that, like a soft, fluffy pillow. I do want some, I want vibrance, but I think we're going to change this yellow. I think we're going to orange that out. What are we effing though? I don't know. Doing anything yet. Yeah. Yeah, it's a kind group of people. I think I haven't, since this is all right, the tone curve, we're going to pump it up in the highlights. Yeah, look at that. Get those clouds looking all cool. Bring the shadows down. Yes, that is a good rate of success, I'm going to say right there. Real good rate of success. Now with color tones, this is what we got to go into. Hue. We're looking at the hue. We want it to go more into, yeah, that's what I want. More this kind of like reddish, right? That looks cool. Shout out again to the donators. Thank you very much, Medina, Andrew, Jack. You guys are awesome. Lord Regulus, Jack the Ripper, wicked. All right, I'm digging this. Now the blue, what kind of goes? Whoa, that's kind of trippy. Everything, of course, you get like orange with teal, right? And that's what everybody likes. But you don't have to do an exact. There's all these different hues that make it look different. Where did I learn? Fuji was definitely the University of... Oh, that's going to be great to have in the stream. I'm sorry. It's the University of YouTube. I've gone on and there's like endless professional photographers that can teach you, and if you're learning like a particular aspect of photography, then you look up that aspect of photography. Yeah, I've just this is, I've already, I've made some, I've exceeded what I would ever make from ad revenue in like 20 minutes from streaming here for a month. That's pretty impressive. I think it helps too. You guys know, like, I've got this definitive goal, right? We are going for this. We are going for the external hard drive. So people are like, all right, I understand the, what would you call it? What is it? It is a, I was reading this new book recently called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. And he says you need to have a just cause. And this just cause is to be able to create incredible art and hopefully inspire others to make incredible art. And then the means by which we do this is through the external hard drive. So once you got a just cause, I think people are like, all right, I'm down for this. I want to support this. Okay, so now back to Lightroom. What? No photo selected. Okay, there we go. I think, you know what? I think if we desaturate things like a little, I want to desaturate a bit. Desaturate the clouds a little bit, desaturate the green a little bit. Yeah, that speaks to me a little bit more. Is that dollars, Michael? That's insane. 202. Okay. I was okay. You sort of you dumbstruck me there. My pleasure, Michael. That's is it? It's NOK? Does what is NOK? Is that a different currency? What is NOK? Okay, so it's $20. I was like, what? Okay, we're at 110. Thank you very much. So, and then we do plus $20. Thank you. Okay, I was just, we had to do the it's kroner, 28 Canadian dollars. Yes. All right. Whew. I was like, that's this stream be bumping. That's insane. Okay. I still don't feel good about the color palette that I'm looking at here. But thank you very much, Michael. Really appreciate that. Coming all the way from Norway. Oh, have you read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? That was Justin's question. Yes, I have. I have read Meditations, and that's one of my favorite all-time books. And I mean, it's funny though. I don't like to mention specifically that I read it if like I'm doing a video where I talk about content from it, because I found that it hijacks the comment section. Because the moment you mention meditations, then all people talk about in the comment section for the video is meditations. So the Nick Knock, yes, picture's already looking. Yeah, I feel like it's looking. I like it now. This, I think I want to go with a deeper, rich blue. Yeah, that's another thing I'll be doing. My own personal saving and doing fundraisers for, to like replace this screen that this is being edited on, because it's not color accurate at all. Boom. Hey, Medina, another $20 from Medina. Okay, okay. Let's do 20. Let's do 20 from Medina. Thank you very much, sir. It was a pretty day. I was walking with my parents. That's great. Yeah, we can get the story from Regulus, how this all came to be. We are at 150, by the way. Although, what is it that YouTube does take, because we're using the super chat, YouTube does take 30% of this. So whatever, you know, 30% off of 150 is it what? All right. All right. Yeah, YouTube takes 30% plus 10 more from Medina. Ridiculous. All right. That's insane. Thank you very much, Medina. But we are crashing towards the goal here, like you'd never ever believe. And now we need. I must continue with the edit, because this is kind of hilarious how not far we've gone. So I think. Okay, across a small roadway going into town. Very cool. So I feel like this is a cool place to add a lot more personality to the picture here. We have the split toning, so you have your highlights being closer to like the greater exposure, highest exposure, really bright colors. Then you got your shadows. Obviously, that's your shadows. It's not hard to imagine. And we can add a color tone into either. So what would be a complementary color tone? Want something, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Immediately feels like kind of dreamy, adding that sort of bluish. Yeah, that feels cool. Yep, that's cool. There we go. So that in the shadows looks great. Moving to Japan on March 23rd. So like incredibly soon. That's kind of awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, now for the highlights. The highlights. What are we going to do for the highlights? So you got a couple things. You can go exact opposite colors. You can go complementary. And that looks kind of cool, which it does. This is a big learning about color science is something I'm really excited to do. Add a bit of green. I feel like because this is pastoral, I think the green is kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. These are very complementary, I would say. Okay, right on. So what I want to do is make this guy pop. I feel like this little windmill here is the star of the show, or at least within this realm, like whoosh, across the middle of it here. This is what we're really looking at. So I think I'll take the brush, and then we can brush out. Oh, why are you doing that? Don't do that. Okay, add brush stroke. No. Set this to 0. We're going to brush across this, and then we're going to make some adjustments to this section particularly. Okay, doing the ALT thing. Nice, Regulus. That's, as I say, it's the foot in the door. It is the foot in the door. That's what gets you there. Okay, wicked. All right, so now we're just going to bring this exposure up in the... Well, why you... Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Where's my... Did I really do that much? Okay, I gotta chill the brush strokes out. Okay, I'm gonna preemptively bring up the exposure. Why does it still have the, oh, there, remove the brush stroke. The breast. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking how this is affecting things. I'm not liking what the stroke is doing. Okay, let's bring it way down. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, as long as they don't shut down the flights, that's gonna be the thing, the all-important thing. I bet a sunset like hue would look cool. Yeah, that's true. We could add in a bit of a tone, perhaps like into the clouds. So, yeah, let's go back into hue. Let's see if I can find a way to do that. So, not saturation. Let's add from graduated, but we want that to come down. Yeah, add a little more character in the clouds. Thanks for stirring it up, Medina. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. So, I'm wondering, can I just insert color into it? That is a question. That may be something I'd have to do more in Photoshop. Because I can take what exists here and manipulate it, but actually adding that in, that is more difficult to do. So, well, I guess what I could do basically is turn up the temp. Nah, that's gonna do not what I want. What I could do is in the shadows, it would mean putting in something darker, or sorry, reddish, but it's gonna, oh, I don't think this is what we want to do. We'll not go with the red. This is, we just imagined a sort of zombie nightmare future going on here. I realize now I should have probably scheduled this on the channel as opposed to just talking about it in my different social media. But that's all cool. Beer virus. Okay, I want to read the chat here. Let's take a brief moment in case you guys want to just hit me up with some questions, because it doesn't need to be you guys just watching me do the editing. Oh, we got a new donation, Medina. Okay, all right, Medina. Thank you very much. That's another plus. Nope, go back. It's another plus 10. We're at 170, smashing donation. Thank you very much, sir. 2:24 a.m. in Norway. Plan on staying for the full stream. You crazy bastards. 2:24. Oh man. Oh man. That's noble of you. Very cool. Yeah, so like I say, if you guys want to hit me up with any questions, of course, I'm down for the questions. Hue, this yellow, I want it to be, yeah, more towards that. That feels better. That feels better. We are closer. We are crushing in towards this goal. I think we are less than, I don't know what 30% is. I'm going to say we're less than $100 away at this point now. I'd love to donate, but I've been low on funds. Don't you worry about it, Fuji. This is not to kidnap anybody or make them to accost them into donations. Your presence here is truly appreciated. Xbox Series X or PS5? That's a no-brainer for me, Andrew. Because I'm one of these like gamer snobs, probably first and foremost on the computer, PC master race. But if I were to get a console, it would be a PlayStation for sure. Absolutely. That would be the one for me. What's the best supermarket to go for in terms of pricing and quality? So the thing about that is in Japan that you'll get these like chain supermarkets, right? But within those chain supermarkets, there'll be a whole range of qualities. Like you'll get a good kasumi and a good hayashi, but like kind of a shitty one, and it's all over the place in terms of what you would get. So it's more like finding the individual one that's awesome, that really works, I think. I'm gonna make this a little more deep. Yeah. And I think the blue even a little darker. These colors are starting to work. Yeah, I like that. Fuji Lawson's I like here. What's the best supermarket for in terms of price? I stopped at Bezia a lot there. Bezia? I don't actually often go to Bezia. But I think I've heard of Bezia. So my go-to one is going to be the one that's now next to this new apartment that I'm in, because it's dead cheap and you can get like 3 times the 3 times the stuff there for like, you know, the cost of everything that you're doing. When you move into the new place and settle down, you should start streaming games on the second channel. Yeah, I could I would absolutely consider doing the game streaming. I think that would be cool if I did like the Twitch streaming a little bit, because I know that there's an audience for that. People really enjoy it. It's all going to be a question of me very, very carefully allocating what time, right? Because you got to make sure that you got time for everything. How old is your girlfriend? I do not have a girlfriend right now. I was seeing Gift. We're on great terms, and we stopped seeing each other, but like, you know, with love in our hearts for each other and so on. She was 30. She was 30 years old. Has a banging little body. She was a lovely girl. But no, I'm single again. I'm like single again and again. I was in Hikone, Shiga, Japan when I studied for there a year in a college. Interesting. Yeah, regular schedule is important, right? Because people are like, I don't want to like infrequently, you know, like when's this? Yeah, she does. She's it's those Asian genes, man. Asian girls can look so young, yet she's 30, right? She's probably like one of the older girls I've dated. And yet she looks so limber. She would appreciate hearing that, by the way, I'm very sure. That's kind of you to say. No. Do we dehaze? Yeah, that looks cool. Not too much though. All right. So now I think what's really going to make this look cool once we get into the detail, I don't think we sharpen it. I think we do a bit of luminescence. This adds a sort of like painted quality to it. Going to college next year, majoring in English education and Japanese afterwards, planning on going to Japan with Jet. Would my major help me get accepted? Yeah, sure. That would be a thing that would count towards it, where they'd be like, oh, okay, this is another person who's really interested in Japan. But I mean, a classic thing when you're applying for these companies, if I could offer like a little bit of new thoughts for you, is that as opposed to saying like what the experience is for you and how it's going to fulfill you and that you have a passion in Japan, I would suggest what you really want to talk about is what you bring to them. So like things that you have done and could contribute, where you're like, I volunteered in teaching classes and so I'm already an awesome teacher. I've been studying this type of curriculum that contributes in the classroom. I'd hit the ground running, whatever you want to say, but that you can offer them. I don't think we sharpen. Actually, maybe a little bit. I think the overall exposure to make it a little bit more dreamy. Yeah. This is cool. I do want to bring up just the tiniest little bit. We'll use this. No. Why would you do that? Why does it? Okay, invert. I do want this guy to be seen a little bit more, so we're going to pop up the exposure around him a bit. There we go. That's better. Setting the stream timers and reminders, yeah, that really helps. That does help. I think, yeah, we've upped the luminance. Let's say if we go to like here, yeah, we can see it's a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. Probably overkill, but I like this, how painted it looks. How was the recent effects video making on areas around where you live? Whoa, what's that? What's that, Salty? Recent events. If effect video. Oh, you're talking about, yeah. Around where I live, yeah, got to be careful with the C word here on on YouTube. It's fine. It's totally fine where I am. So all safe, washing the hands, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's good. Oh, that's crazy. It knew that it was a Samsung Galaxy Note. This is such an incredible software. Being able to like detect that stuff. Okay, transform. I don't know. I feel like the crop that we have is actually pretty cool. Do we want to bring it down? Do we want to focus more on this stretch? Let's see how that looks. You know what? That's cool, but I don't know. What do you guys feel like? I almost feel like I would go for, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Bring it back a bit. If we focus, then this is like the law of thirds or whatever, that also in photography, where you place things at these interesting intersecting points, and then the image will naturally have like better symmetries and stuff. I use the Samsung Galaxy. I'm not committed in any one way to one particular type of phone, but it's been really good for me. The S20 is coming out like super late in Japan though, which is a pain, but now I'm not liking that one. This one I liked. I think the whole image tells a better story. So I want to go with the whole image. Yeah, so currently the Galaxy, but then there's like that OnePlus company. They make incredible phones. I don't either as well want like some massive, huge like brick like the Ultra S20 or whatever. I mean, because like half the reason, like the thing that they keep improving on these is a camera, and I actually have a camera, so I don't need a phone garbage camera to do anything. That's right. Sepia layer all the way. My degree is mass communications with a lot of focus on media, so I use the rule of thirds when taking it. Yeah, it was, you accomplished that. I mean, if we just look at it, you can see, I mean, it's very well composed with our point of interest here, the line with the road down here. Good man. Yeah. No, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, this looks like the person actually knew that when they were composing the shot, what they were doing. Do you do any sort of auto with that? Yeah, that's all right. Okay. We do want a vignette. Okay. Yeah, I think this has turned into something pretty cool here. I like this. All right. So there we go, Lord Regulus. Your shot is done. So what do we got here? 300, no, we're gonna go 300, of course. Width and height, okay, good. Okay, export to no. I'm going to choose folder, no, use user folder, no, specific folder, choose. So this will go into Lord Regulus and then reg edit. Okay. So I'll because I should have your email, of course, because you emailed me, Regulus. So I'll send anybody that I edit. I'll send this off to you afterwards. So export. All right. Nice to see you there, Extreme. Thank you for joining the stream. Extreme. Hyping up again. We are almost there, guys. The Samsung T7, we are doing a fundraiser for it, and we have gotten some fantastic donations. So if we continue along, thank you so much, everyone. We are going to save the channel from losing 6 years of data if I can get this. All right, moving along now. Let's load up the next import that we're going to do. Actually, I can do that from here. So import photos or video. Got it. All right. This is cool. All right. So we're not going to, we'll go to photo submissions. And now we're just going to start from the top, I think, so I don't, it's easier for me to realize where it is that I am. So, okay, this is cool. This one was from Aaron, I believe. This is, damn it, now I gotta check that again. Make sure that I know who I'm doing. Okay, photo submissions. Yep, this, Aaron Sawatsky. All right, Aaron, I don't even know if Aaron's in the stream right now, so let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. So I thought this kind of looked, this is cool because it's geometric. Geometric shapes are interesting. So we're going to work on this one. Right on, Lord. That's awesome. So glad that they'll enjoy it. That's great to hear. Okay, so first, yeah, we're going to add a little bit of contrast here. I think this one will be sharper because I want to enhance what geometric shapes we have. Highlights will bring down, shadows. Yeah, shadows, so we can get, you can see this line here. We'll enhance those shadows. Blacks, actually, that would probably, yep, that's what we're going to want. Yeah, there we go. That's looking way cooler when we do that. Shadows we don't need down so much. Dave, love the bits. If you could change anything about your Japanese experience, what would you change? Also, how long are you expecting to stay in Japan? Good question. So I would say that if I could change anything, it's still on the menu eventually. It would be that I think it would be really, really cool to live in the city here in Japan. It's something that I once did in Vancouver in the wrong way. And it was awesome, even though I did it in the wrong way. Very financially irresponsible back then. But I would like to live in the city here. And so that's one of the things that I would change with the experience. But I don't look at it as a really a negative, more something that I simply want to do because there's nothing that's going to prevent me in the coming years that would not allow me to do that. So in the cards, I would say that that's one of the things I'm really excited to do. And it doesn't absolutely have to be Tokyo. Tokyo is really, really cool, but I'm thinking Kyoto. Kyoto is a place that I love and I've grown closer and closer to over time since I've been here. And I would say indefinitely, I will intend to stay in Japan because there's so much that I can accomplish here, and it's so much a part of what I enjoy creatively. So I'm going to be permanent residencing it, I would say. You got it, remodeling the Kyomachiya. That's what my friend Drew does, and that's what I would like to be a part of. Okay, so texture. Actually, I don't think we need much more texture here. Maybe a little sharper, but not texture. So I'm gonna do, yeah, a little more clarity, nothing harsh. And I want it, this one, we're gonna like, we're actually gonna make really vivid, bring up that saturation. Yeah, Vancouver is super, super, super expensive. It's true. So here we're gonna do a classic little split here, this little zigzag to add some more contrast in. Now, hues. This would classically be, I mean, we can grab this and affect this, and we can go for the teal, like everybody goes for the teal, or we could go into purple. Let's make the water purple. No, I actually think the water as it exists now is pretty nice. Now this could be a little more, no, not red. Yeah, I wanted that a little more rich, deep rich hue. Okay, let's see. I don't have a lot of free time, but I wanted to thank you. You've been a great motivator. Right on. That's cool, Extreme. I'm glad I could be a positive influence there. Need to get back to work. Right on, Extreme. Good luck with your work. Much success to you. Financial risk-taking is a requirement of becoming a true adult. Yes, I think you're right. If you want to be, call it like, yeah, what is it? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? In terms of that kind of element of human life. All right, so I think the colors are pretty cool here. The thing that I want to jump down and work on immediately is the sharpness. This isn't going to take much. I think this is a pretty low-res shot, so the sharpness really starts to get grainy fast. Okay. Okay, but then we're going to come in with luminance. We're going to make this straight up. Yeah, that's cool. Make it look painted. There we go. Reduce that noise. Okay. Very cool. So what, I wonder if we'll see what this was shot on. No, we don't know. Okay. So now I think one thing to draw attention, I think up to here, that's where we want the intention. Why is it defaulting that there? We actually want it to be like that. Yeah, a little darker coming in towards here. Even more? Do we want more? Yeah, that looks cool. Look at that deep, rich hue. That looks really cool. Yeah, since we're going artsy here, so we can do that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah. This is turning into kind of a cool shot here. Here's a funny thing, Salty. If everything's resolved by that time, I don't know if the Olympics will run during when I would usually plan to go home, because I didn't go back to Canada last year, and it broke my heart to not go home for summer, because I always do. So if the Olympics is on while I was planning to go back to Canada, I might not be here. But of course, if it's on and I'm here, I would get out there and take lots of photos and make videos in regards to the Olympics. And I mean, it's going to be a big spotlight on Japan, so that would be awesome. Phil says, hey Dave, liking the vids? Question for you. I'm an English teacher and I've been teaching for 3 years, and I know it's hard to get a work in Japan as a teacher if you don't have a degree. Yeah, you absolutely can. It means that you have to go like down a couple different routes to get work, because in the public school system, it's absolutely mandatory. But if you don't go through the public school system, then you're okay. There's like different people who will hire you, especially for the fact, that, I got sidetracked there for a moment. Because you have experience, that's what I was trying to say. I think the Olympics is gone, and I think, in all honesty, it should be gone. But okay. Oh, you didn't? Is that why you had a string of lonely videos? No, no. Actually, it's funny with those lonely videos. It's not usually that I'm feeling that way. It's more, I think I want to make videos that are useful for people, that people, when they watch them, can integrate in their own lives. And so I felt like, yeah, if I talk about, what do we learn from loneliness? Because top comment on that video was like, it's funny the timing of this, because like my son or daughter is going through exactly this right now, and my hope is that that will bring people some peace, if only momentarily. I've no degree and have been working in Japan as a teacher for 18 years. Ta-da! There you go. Evidence. Yeah, exactly. That is why I get out, because Japan's summers are just they're uncivilized, They're they're ridiculous. Okay, split toning. I think this is going to be an easy one. Yeah, and we can get way more like just creative with this one, I think. And by creative, I mean, oh, I love it. How cool is that? That looks so cool. All right, boom. Olympics. There you go. There you go. Those are thoughts. Okay, so I think we're going to toss a quick vignette on this. And oh, I don't like what it did to the top there. All right, we're not going to toss a vignette on this. What we'll do is put one more of these here. One more of these. What are we? I don't even. Graduated filters. We'll chill that down over there. And then I'd say that we're done on this one. I think that ended up looking pretty damn cool. Yeah, no, you didn't miss it, Black Rabbit. I think why people might have been confused is because it's the 14th for most people, right? Like I said, it's on the 15th, but it's the 14th for you. So I know that basically for time zones, that can confuse people, but fear not. We are good to go. Okay, so we are going to export. We have done the next one. No, we don't want it there. Choose. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go photo submissions into here. And, oh, we're going to call this Aaron. How do you spell this? Let's go down. Export. No. I don't want... Oh, same folder as original photo. Well, that's easy. Okay, and we're going to call this Aaron Edit. Okay, I'll probably have not written that right, but that's okay. Let's see. Aesthetica. Hey, that's mine. Oh, okay, excellent. Right on. I'm glad that we got that done for you there. I'm glad you could be in the stream to see it worked on. Right on. Right on, Aaron. Okay, next. I think it's another... Oh, no, it's Andrew. Okay, this one's going to be cool. This is... There was some great... As soon as people started to submit, I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet. Import photos and videos. Okay. All right, I will do, before I jump in, I'll get a little bit of noise in the stream here. We are doing a fundraiser for the Samsung T7 so that I will not lose any data on the channel, as I was so terrified to do the other day. All donations are welcome, of any size, shape, color, or sound, although they are in no way whatsoever necessary. So if you are able to support, as people like Martina has done 90 times, it's really appreciated. If not, don't worry about it. You guys are awesome. All right, thank you, Justin. We got another donation here. We are edging closer. There we go. We are up to 180. We are crushing through to the ultimate goal. If you would like to submit your photo, Medina, it's to davetrippinon@gmail.com, and then I edit them in the stream. That's my plan. I'm in Shikoku, otherwise known as the Devil's Bedroom. Interesting. Right on. I like how it puts the little flyer next to you here. That's cool. Okay, so now let's, since we got that donation, that lights us up for another That lights us up for another edit. So let's go to photo submissions. Let's go to Andrew. And this one's really cool. Thank you very much, Phil. We got 2 from Phil. Boom, $2. Like I said, it doesn't matter because he said 90 times. Okay, another 20 from Medina. Yeah, and it's not it's not all about size. It's not about size. It's, you know, but yes, of course, they're all welcome. Thank you very much. We just went past 230. So we are at, I don't know how to do the math because I suck at math, but we are madly approaching, even at 70% of the 70% of 202 is coming towards the donation. We are doing exceptionally well. So this next one, thank you again and again and again to Medina and Phil, is from, let me check the name again. This is from Andrew. Can automatically determine, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know where this was taken. Memphis Belle American Icon. So like, how cool is this? We got this like shot here of this wicked plane. So I think there's good things. First thing I want to look at is the point of interest, where boom, we're going to do it like that. Put it into this range. I think that looks cool. Yeah, that's going to be cool to work on. Since we got this as the focal point. Okay, I'm bad at mental math. Yeah, I'm not so good. We are at math percentage of the way there. That's right. My town has the highest unemployment, most teenage pregnancies, most divorce, and highest alcoholism rates in Japan. Well, life is certainly not boring there. We can say that of Shikoku then. I'm using Lightroom to edit these, Black Rabbit, as a part of the Adobe Creative Suite. Getting my money's worth. Getting my money's worth, which, I mean, it's actually supported by my patrons. That's how I'm able to afford this. But, I mean, obviously, it's awesome. Okay, let's see now. Contrast. Oh, yeah, this could use some contrast. That's sexy. That's sexy. Okay, next. Yeah, we're going to make it pop a little bit with some highlights. Do we want the shadows down for more contrast? No, it's not going to matter. I think it's the blacks that would come down. Yes. Okay. So texture. Wow, there's not a... Oh, yeah. We can really texture this up. This one, we are not going dreamy. We want to see all the dirty details, all the ripples along the side. That looks cool. This guy came in with his... he's come with his kids. He's curious. Interesting. Cool picture, right? The donations, let me bring it up. The donations have gone really well with Medina doing his 90th donation for the day. We have come up with 202. So we are crushing along on the donations. Considering that it's 22,000 yen, we can do a check. Let's see, 200 US dollars to yen. Let's see how close we've gotten. We are super close, aside from, as I say, those bastards at Google take 30%. But we're getting incredibly close regardless. I think I need to embrace yellow. I'm squatting in Osaka, right on. I think I need to embrace yellow. Usually I don't like the color yellow, but there's no reason it can't work. Yellow and blue would look good. What's another color? Yellow and black? Just yellow and black looks really cool. The goal to reach, if you're referring to the donations, let's see, I don't know, somebody, I'm not above doing this. Okay, let's say 202. Okay, I'll write, what is it? 30% of 202. So step-by-step solutions. So how much is being taken? Wow. 30% of 200 equals 60? You're really gonna do me like that, YouTube? Wow. So YouTube YouTube has taken $60 of this. So we're currently at $140, but that's an incredible success in terms of our donations so far. You'll need 300. Okay, thanks, Lord. Thank you. Okay. Osaka kicks Tokyo's ass. Can't stand Tokyo. Oh, the hate. Oh, we got to put on, it looks like our music ran out. We will go with something new, or something old, I should say. Pandora's Feet, alternate hip hop, laid back. Yeah, we like that. Oh, I've actually got this song in one of my videos. It's a cool song. All right, back to Lightroom. So let's just go with medium contrast. Boom, that looks cool. Yellow and black looks cool. So I think it'll be yellow, black, and blue is the color palette that we're gonna go for here. Okay. I did have music on. You don't hear the music. You guys don't hear the music. Okay. Do you hear it now? Should hear it now. No, it seems like... Do you still think you'd live in Japan if you won the lottery? Oh, absolutely I would. I mean, no music still. You know what that... Maybe that's a result of... That might have something to do with... Okay, audio input capture. Let's try that. Let's do... I don't know. It doesn't say here. Is it? I don't know, guys. Because this is like a new version of OBS, I'm still like figuring out how to get audio working on it. Like, I mean, it's good that we obviously have me speaking or whatever, but... Oh. Okay, that should have fixed that. So we don't want that one. I've got audio input capture, audio output capture. Okay, I think this is gonna be what we want. Okay. You guys tell me if that's worked. Music works. Ah, nice. Boom, music. Okay. Just lower it. Okay. Okay, what about now? This is good. We're working out the kinks here. Okay. A little loud. Just turn it down. Okay. Perfect. Yep. People are saying perfect. Okay, wicked. Wicked. All right. We're getting there. All right. So, we got nice contrast. I don't like how bright this is here. So if we come in, we bring the brush size down. Actually, I wouldn't do it like that. I'm going to use one of these graduated filters. They're better. They're better for this. And we'll bring it across. I think that's a good way to do it. We're not killing what I want to kill there. I think the way I'm going to have to do this is to bring down the highlights. Or I'll do this and nothing will happen. What is going on? Music is gone. Oh, it's because the song ended. It's just don't panic. Stop panicking. No, just kidding. We'll have it back in 1 second here. There we go. There we go. So now we're back in business. Yeah, next playlist is on. That's right. F and Lo-Fi chill beats. Okay. I am gonna have to do it this way. Reset yet? No, don't reset the whole image. Okay. Okay, I'm coming in here. I'm coming in. We're gonna put that to 0, that to 0. All we're gonna do is paint this. Okay, and then, there we go. Then we're gonna bring it down. That's right, Medina. If you want to do directly into my PayPal where they don't take 30% of the donation, if you donate to PayPal, it goes direct to me. That's why I should really get OBS like donation set up, because if you do that overlay as opposed to the super chat, then Google doesn't dig its hand into whatever donations people send. All right, so that looks good. That's looking good. I'm thinking for this yellow, no. I want it to actually be legit yellow. Streamlabs, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah. You got it. That's the one, Fujiwara. When you say OBS, yeah, that's right. I'm using OBS. Okay. So now, I think luminance with yellow. Ooh. No, I don't want to mess with the luminance on that. There's like no. Okay. Whoops. Okay, now calm down. Okay, hue. I do like the hue of this wing, but I want it to be. No, I want it to be darker. Yeah, you can see it's affecting her dress here. That's the one that we're going for, and I want it to be a rich dark blue. We're going for almost like a primary color blue here. So yeah, that looks good. I like that. Music is banging. Take a spare pair of underwear. You guys talking about coasters? I love roller coasters. Okay, and this will actually stand to have a tiny bit of sharpening. Yeah, that looks cool. We want those propellers popping. Absolutely popping. I think to make this, because we're dealing with like old school though, I think something we can do is we bring down this saturation just a little bit. Yeah, that looks cool. This is some trippiness. Hey, Gur. All right. Let's see here. We got a question. How long does it typically take for an ALT to work their way up to becoming an actual teacher? That's an interesting question. So I would say that there is no, it could actually be a lot faster to develop into like a fully licensed teacher here than people may realize. It's mostly what you do is you would have like even just a year, probably 2 years. I think at minimum you would have 2 years that you would that you would develop doing whatever it is that you do, be that junior high school. And I mean, you really want to take the initiative when you're in those places. You don't want to sit back. You actually want to do things like offer to design the lessons, offer to lead the classes, do as much as you can, because when you get a teaching license, and if you get sponsored for that, you're going to have to teach. And so if you've sat back the whole time, then when you do finally get the opportunity, you're not going to have a clue what to do, right? So you got to be really proactive in that respect. And then I would say in addition to that, you're looking at probably the sooner way to do it would be through the private school sector. That's what I've done. And in the private school sector, if you've like been really proactive, you've gotten yourself like a Tesla, a little bit pumping you up. If you've got like a little bit of Japanese, but it doesn't matter quite as much in the private sector, then you can go in there, you go into the private sector, and you get yourself a job. And private sector is a great way to get it. If you want to go for being sponsored as like a full licensed teacher in the public sector, you're gonna have to have like N2 level Japanese to be able to do it. They're less willing to have non-fluent speakers of Japanese which to me is, I think that's silly. Like, I think your Japanese should be good, but their focus on that to me seems prideful, where it's like, if somebody can speak pretty good Japanese, then you don't need to be so prideful. They're going to be teaching English full time. So easier to go the private school route, I think, is the most efficient route that you could possibly go for that kind of thing. Okay. So now, okay, that's what I want. I want saturation on yellow. Yeah, that's how I wanted to do it. Other things to come down, but the yellow to come up. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Now we're getting this kind of like glow around this thing. I like this. I need the blacks though. Where are the blacks again? Deepen the blacks, because that's our color palette. Here, black, blue. That's looking cooler and cooler. We got good things going on. Man, oh man. You know what? I don't want the sound of the aircon on, so I'm gonna, because it's chill in here, it's pretty chilly. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my jacket while I edit. Okay, this is warmer now. Okay. I feel the same way about bachelor's degree and restrictions for entry level here in the USA. I was barred so many jobs because of that. Be sure to build experience. Took me 7 years, but I passed N1 last year. That's amazing, Eric. Congratulations. So great to hear when people apply themselves and experience success with the JLPT. I accept that my test-taking ability is horrible. I've always struggled with it my whole life, but I will never give up. I will get there. I'm going to be starting up the study machine pretty shortly here, as I'll have officially moved into this new apartment. So on Itaki, thanks Dave for the info. Give us what kind of guitar is that? Oh, that is a classic Gibson SG Platinum? Gibson SG Platinum. It's the real deal. It's not just the shape of a SG. It's the legit real deal. It was for a long time in university. Like, I had no time to do anything like that before. But then I dedicated just years and years of my life to learning guitar, and it was one of the best parts of my experience as a human being. It's faded hugely. I'm a ghost of what I once was, absolutely, at this point now. But I love it. Okay. Excuse me. Just I'll be continue with the edit in 1 second here. I wanted to see what you guys are saying though. Japanese is hard. I will not give up. I'm moving into a new apartment this Saturday after being in Leo Palace. Yeah, I can imagine the excitement. That's really cool. Been taking it past 4 years in high school, so hopefully I can get pretty good. Right on, right on. Okay, let's continue with the edit here. No, I want that rich. Okay, I think I upped the texture. I think a little bit less on the texture. We don't need to overkill this. It's from a bygone era, so we can chill out. Okay. So now, with the split tones, I think shadows will definitely go with the rich blue. Yeah! That looks sick. It all comes together. Just boom, press a button and suddenly it's awesome. Yeah. I'm so happy with that. Okay. I wish I could... This is okay, this color here. With the plane itself, which is this sort of like beige, but I really wish I had it looking more like yellow. Can we up the saturation again? That looks pretty cool. That's at 100. That looks pretty cool.
This is the end of slide 1 of this record. Please now turn it over for the second side.
Let's go with that. I think that looks really cool. No, I haven't bought a place in Japan. As we were talking a little bit about before, I think it would be really awesome to, well, I am intending to get permanent residency, and I would like then to one day restore, like modern, especially the stairs, they kill people in the Kiyomachiya. I would like to do a restoration project. That's probably like when my channel might finally blow up, because people love seeing like restoration projects. But yeah, do a restoration project on a Kiyomachiya in Kyoto. And that is when I would buy. Apple iPhone 11. Getting some good shots out of that iPhone 11. So that's what this was taken on. That's cool. I like finding that out. Ooh, that's gross. No, don't. That was a bad correction. There we go. What do you think, guys? I think that this came together really, really, really nice. Okay, we got a bit more here. Recently stumbled my way into band-made Japanese all-girl. That's cool. Let's see. Hey, Dave, I have an interview with Interact. I've watched a lot of your videos. The conversation is bumping now. It's bumping me down. And I'm using it as a way into Japan. That's awesome. Love JT, no last name. Great to hear that you're having success. Really, really cool. Show. My pleasure, man. I'm so glad to hear that you've found something useful in what it is that I've created. Okay, Wicked. I think we can... Actually, I might do... Since this is the focus, put it right here. Just do the tiniest bit more exposure to make it pop. No, that's too much. I think 0.9 is where we want it. Yeah. 0.9 is where we want it. That looks sick. Okay, so this is for... Who submitted this one? This was Andrew Hall. This is for Andrew. We'll get this over to Andrew. Edit. So same folder as original photo. Yep, that's what I want. And then when we look here, yeah, we got the Andrew edit. Nice. Okay, next up we got a couple of Andrews here. Okay, nice, Andrew. I'm glad you were in the stream, that you could actually see me working on it. That's awesome. Thanks for, is it the Lo-Fi Lizard? Hope you have a good stream and good day. You as well, Lo-Fi. Hope you have a great day as well. Moving along to Andrew Lazo. So let's import. So select source, other source. Okay. Photo submissions, and then Andrew Lazo. Select. What do we got? Okay, this will be cool. This is a classic Yokohama shot that we have here. Catch you later. All right, import. So once more, doing the hype in the chat, hype in the channel for the fundraiser that we're doing today. We are looking at grabbing looking at raising enough funds to be able to get the amazing Samsung T7 Touch Portable 500 gigabyte USB Gen 2 USB. This sucker writes at speeds, reads and writes at a gigabyte. Incredible. And most importantly, when my computer decides to one day shit the bed, that I will no longer fear that I've lost, whatever it is, cruising in towards a decade of work that I've done, and for any future projects. So any donations increasing on our 202, big or small, let's pump it up in the stream. Don't feel obligated. If you do, appreciate you, and in any event, appreciate everybody being here. So with that, pump up for the Samsung T7. Let's head back into Lightroom and get on with our develop for the next shot for Lazo. Okay. This one, I think we need to take advantage of the fact that it's dark, which means low light is not going to get the best image quality unless you got a baller camera. So I think we go with Dreamy. Dreamy can cover up. Yeah, that's right. This is in Yokohama Harbor here. It's really nice. We're going to go Dreamy because Dreamy will cover up. The email to submit to have your photo edited is davetrippin@gmail.com. The classic email for my channel, Love JT. And that's where people were getting their photos edited from. So we're gonna go. We're gonna not touch the exposure because it's a night shot, and that's just gonna look horrible. We will pump up the whites to give us like those guys a little more accentuation. Texture, we're gonna drop clarity. We're definitely gonna drop clarity. We're gonna drop dehaze. No, we're not gonna touch dehaze. That looks like garb. Edit the sun into the shot. If I was doing some fancy tricks over in whatchamacallit, if I was doing that over in Photoshop, I'd be able to do that. Contrast. Ugh, that's gross. No contrast. Okay. So now, let's see, highlights. Oh, that's gross. Highlights, yeah, let's again, with this sort of dream-like element here, we can do that. Let's see, I must say, watching you edit in Lightroom music is really entertaining. Oh yeah, I got this, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Fuji. I got this idea, just, I was on Instagram randomly, and you know how, like, in the search page, you got people randomly saying stuff that you can look at, and I clicked on this dude, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna edit people's photos, and I was like, what an awesome idea. And it's a way that I can, like, give back to you guys, because you support me with your views and your donations and your awesome personalities. I can give back. It's fun for me to practice. Yeah, it's just a match made in heaven, I think, for doing streams. A really, really cool way to go about this stuff. Forgive my ignorance, but how or why did you end up in Japan? Personally, I've met an awesome person in Australia who is Japanese, then yada yada, I'm here. The reason that I am in Japan is because I have this very good friend who has shown up on the channel a few times. His name's Drew. He's a wunderkind, pretty incredible, brilliant guy. And he came over when he was 8 years old. And when he came over, he was my best friend, and so I wondered, where had my best friend gone? And I was young enough, and the world was filled with an excess of magic at that point in your life when you are so young, that I wanted to know more about where it is that my friend went. And we could maybe make this more, yeah, I think like this is cool. And then I got into the culture, and when I got into the culture, I learned about, you know, the religions that were here, and those were fascinating. I did a video on this, actually. I learned about, the religion. Shintoism was, like, so cool to learn about. And, I mean, he came back speaking the language as well, and I was like, damn, this language is so cool. I wanted to learn this language that he knew, and we kind of had this, like, childish thing where, like, can you imagine one day if, like, I were to go and live over there, Drew, and you were there too, and we'd be able to hang out and that's kind of like where it initially sparked from. And then as I came over here, obviously you go through all these moments of growth, and I'd have a million other reasons for being here now. Twitch also has a selection for creative. Some animators make money on watching them being made the views on animation. Oh, that's interesting. Might be a good way to promote photos on your personal store. Yeah, I do sell photo prints, or I say I have a store that sells photo prints. I have never sold one of them, so maybe that would be a good idea. Okay, can't yeah, we went up on the saturation. I think we go down on the saturation. Not feeling it so much there. I do, like I was doing, I know what I'll do to make this. I'm gonna do an absurd thing here, but luminance, let's just smash that up to the top. There we go. Yeah, now we've dreamied it up. We've dreamied it up big time here. I got people sending me messages on Instagram now. Let's see what's... Okay. All right. So that's looking cool. I'm trying to think what else I could do this to make the shot more interesting, but it tells its own story without me messing around with much. Oh yeah, no, it's ignorance precedes genius. It's just the way it's gonna go. Do we sharpen it a bit? Nah, we don't sharpen it because we're going for dreamy. We're going for dreamy. We'll see. Was this shot on? No, we can't tell what it was shot on. I feel like... Yeah, I like that. I like that vignette. We want to focus on this right here. One thing we can mess around with a bit is the colors, I think. So saturation, red, we're going to bring that down. Yeah, that looks better with the saturation down on red. Let's see, what else would I do? Orange would be... That looks kind of cool. Not sure if it's so accurate. Whoa, we got some trippy stuff happening here. Somewhere in between, I think, looks good. Yeah, my mentor does food photography and promotes his work on Instagram to help make menus and the like here in Houston. That's very cool. Very interesting. Okay. Highlights. What do we do? What do we do in the highlights? Blue, you're always so good. You're always so good. Red. Teal, always making things look good. I do like I feel like the dark blue here actually kind of suits it a bit. I think that looks cool with the dark blue. Okay, the hue with the red though. Is that where, no, it was better off where it was before. Whoop. That looks better. Oh. Music is quiet. Urge to panic and buy toilet paper rising. Yeah. All right, let's get the next album on here. Which one was I in? I think I was in Lo-Fi Hip Hop. Oh no, I was in this one. Let's go into this one. Then I go, it is called, all right. You gonna start? You gonna do me like that? There we go. Yeah, right on, Twa. Glad to have you here. Chilling in the stream. Good to have you here. It's a little loud for me on the music. Yeah, so it would seem, Robin, people are panicky animals. Panicky animals. This is, as I take a step back and look at this now, I think it does look cool. You kind of get lost. You get so like zeroed in that you're like, yes, this is Justin. This is in Yokohama Harbor. It's like you got very iconic place with like rides and this Ferris wheel, and then like over here, if you keep walking this way, it goes to a red brick warehouse, which is a great place to take a lady or a significant other, whoever that might be. 2 in Scotland. Oh, okay, good to know. Good to know. I can't. Yeah. This photo, it has challenged me. It has challenged me, I will admit. I think we'll do a radial filter because we do want this middle section to pop a little bit. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. Making it a point of interest. When I look at like smaller scale, it actually looks cool. It looks really cool on the smaller scale. Yeah, this is cool. Excellent. Very, very nice. All right, I think if I mess with this much more, it's gonna kind of lose its soul. So I think this is where I'm gonna leave this one. So this was for Mr. Lazo. That'll be for Lazo. Export. Okay. Lazo edit. Same folder as original. So next up comes to, okay, this one. This is interesting. This next one. Gonna do a bit more hype here before we head on. I want to say thanks to all the people who have donated so far. Really, really appreciate it. If I go back up in the live stream, will I still be able to see who it was? Yeah. Thanks very much to Medina, to Jack the Ripper, to Michael, to Justin, to Phil, to everybody who's donated. We have made our way up to 202. We are rapidly approaching the ultimate goal to be able to get for the channel this new external hard drive, which will it's basically insurance that if anything goes wrong, store it on this bad boy here. No more fear, no more tears. And we are in great shape. So with that, don't feel any pressure, only if you can. Love you all. Let's get back into the edit and let's check out who will be up next, which is Ange. Ange will be the next one. And this one I liked because it's kind of unassuming and weird. It's one of these ones where like I feel this was perhaps taken on such, sometimes we don't know why we take photos. We're compelled to for strange reasons. And this looked like that. I think Ange is a girl. Perhaps not. I'm not sure. But I felt like I'm so curious. Here's the question I have. This is why I'm curious. I'm like, when this photo was taken, why? Like, what caught the attention of the, the person making it that they chose this? So, like, I think it's kind of cool. You have, like, what is clearly some kanji on the mirror here. It's like they snuck into some broken down building. Yeah, so I don't know. I like the personality in this shot, like somebody snuck in somewhere. The Samsung ad brought to you by Computer Entropy. Computer Entropy. Do you know why Skynet is no thing while you're looking at it? Indeed, indeed. Okay. So let's get to work on Ange's here. I think I want this one to be dirty. We're gonna let the picture tell us the story. It wants to have like this like gritty aesthetic, so we're gonna do things like lots of sharpness, lots of clarity, kind of like not blacks. Yeah, lots of moodiness here. Proper people type. Okay, so we got a little bit of contrast. Bring up the highlights a little bit. Bring the shadows are killing some. Ah, that's fine. Let it kill the detail. We got this like image here. go with, we're gonna desaturate because it's old and broken down. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of medium contrast here. Not a lot to be done with the colors. I think we will sharpen the hell out of this. No luminance though, because we want it just to be as sharp and as hideous and rough as it is. Yeah, haunted, right? That's this sort of thing, this abandoned building that they snuck into. Jesus. It is cold in here. See if we can find out what this was taken on. Nope. It was a potato. This was taken on a potato. Okay, so now I think split toning is where we're gonna have the most fun here. So I think we want like a kind of a rust feel. Yeah. Get that into there. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of rust in the highlights. What do we want in the shadows? What goes well? What goes well here? Green, toxic green. Oh, that makes me feel ill. This, I think, actually works with the teal, with the, these, and when I look at the two tones, they, teal does work, Greg. Works big time. This goes well with the rust tone for sure. That looks cool. Right on. So I think that, add a little... Yeah, I feel like we should see in the mirror there should be some sort of haunted image here. Yeah, it was great having you in the stream, Eric. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Whatever that may be. Okay, so I think that one can... Oh, grain? Yeah, we got to add some grain to this. There we go. Yeah, I think actually, let's go right up on the grain. Roughness, even more roughness. Yeah, there we go. This haunted image. Yo, how's the news in Japan? Toronto's a ghost town. Friend and Van and the island are isolated. Things are all right. I haven't checked the WHO today, but things were like they've made efforts. Not saying that anything couldn't go off the rails at any time here, but things are all right in Japan, and I hide out in the countryside, so it's all good. And edit. There we go. Same photo is original. So who is up next? Caden. Okay, so this is going to be cool. Caden is actually the graphic designer for the channel, so he would probably edit these better than myself, but I asked him if there was anything that he wanted to do. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll send you some of my raw photo edits recently, so I don't even know what these will be. Wicked. Okay, we got some really cool stuff here. I think I can see pretty quickly. Oh man, there's a couple here I would want to edit. So let's pull up some of the ones that really grab my attention here, because there are certainly ones that do immediately stand out to me. Okay, let's import these. Dog, yeah. Not doing the dog. This beach looks awesome. I like all the texture in this plant. I miss pine needles from my homeland. What I can't tell, this one's so... Okay. Okay, this person's, they're just chilling here. Look at all that booze on that table. I think it's gotta be this one, guys. You want me to edit the dog, guys? You want me to edit? Do you want that? Is that what you want? If you guys do, if you do want the dog, I'm not going to go against the will of the people here, because this is for fun. So if you would like me to do the dog, I will totally do it. Okay. I think it has to be. So we have two dog shots here, guys. We have we have the one looking over the table here, and we have the one with the good boy, Suki. Oh, right on. Do we want the one where Suki's looking directly at us or looking up over the table? I feel like this one here is more the portrait shot. Oh, you can't see the first shot? Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'll just import these, and then you'll be able to... Then you'll be able to see. All right, so we have this one here. There you go. That one right there I can edit. Or this one right here that we can edit. But I feel like my prediction is that you guys want this one. Okay, first one, all right, here it is. So, I don't think that animal portraits are much different than human, and actually the trick with portraits is don't overdo it. It's when you overdo it that like things start to look weird and unnatural, so there's no need for that. There we go. This looks like a light-hearted dog, so we'll keep it light. Oh, nice. Hers a puppy. Oh, Suki. So texture will soften the dog because the dog is fluffy. Or do we want? Oh, that looks cool. Look at the textured look of this dog. But this is basically girls on Instagram. We go like texture down to here, and then we've got something closer. We drop the clarity. That's girls on Instagram. Right there. It's like, this is hashtag no filter. Hashtag no filter. Okay. Actually, I do like to see the texture a bit, though. It's a funny thing, texture. I like that. So, you know what? I'm going with more texture. Yeah. But yeah, you're right though. It seems more fluffy when we go this way. It's basically like you age the animal the more that you add clarity in. Oh, look at how young it is. Okay. You know what? I actually like seeing a bit more of the character. The texture is character. Now, vibrance, if we turn this up, we don't want to turn her into a big corn on the cob. This looks like a cool dog, so we're gonna cool it off. We're gonna keep it going. Cool. Yeah, it does. It looks like a very like loving, innocent dog, doesn't it? Okay, so let's see. And on that same line, we're gonna go for a little more contrast. No. Actually, don't like that. I don't like that contrast that it adds. We're not going to add contrast. We are going to mess around with some colors here, though. That looks kind of cool. That looks cool. I'm seeing like a bit of blue down the side here, which I think will look cool if we... Oh, check out her eyes. That's... I don't actually know if it's a girl or a boy. So you can see here... This like reflection in the eye, that's what's getting affected by this change. That's kind of cool. So we can have teal eyes or blue eyes or somewhere in between. I think somewhere in between looks good. Did Ty show up? Hey, Ty sits up. Oh, there's hey Ty, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Let's see, how far am I from... Oh, we're a little ways to go. I was really impressed by how many people submitted photos. Ty is a photographer and videographer, and so he submitted some awesome shots. Stretching is absolute must. Oh man, that feels good. It was great when I was seeing Gift. That girl, I don't know if it's just in Thai people's blood, but she could give a mean massage. It was wonderful. She would walk on my back. Okay. So we're still looking good. Again, with this, like, don't make it more fancy than it needs to be. Oh, I do. It's a little softer, but I do like the sharpness. It's subtle. It's subtle. I don't think we want to do any noise reduction, though. Nope. We keep that. We're going to see perhaps what it was shot on. Nope. We aren't. Okay. Now we're going to definitely vignette this because we got to, like, saturation down slightly, just slightly -12. That looks cool. Cool looking doggo. Let's see, looking back to the comments here, don't want to miss you guys. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is much as moving a slider around and understanding the, excuse me, the qualities associated with each slider. And then as well, whether you want to the different ways that you can apply the sliders. Like up here, you can apply them through brushes, through radial filter, through graduated filter. There's like just these different ways that they can be applied to the image. That's it. It is actually really, really straightforward. Okay. Now I added my vignette. Yes. Now, do we do any split toning for our doggo? Again, going with the colors that are here, I feel like we can err on the side of red. Demon doggo. No, we won't do demon doggo. That doesn't seem fair. Got that teal. Got that magenta. Purple, however you would say that. Need more Hulk mode. That would be definitely adding texture. That looks cool. And then in the shadows. I think that looks cool. That looks really cool. There we go. More vignette. There you go. Nice, fine looking doggo. Gamma green doggo. Yeah, we got we got a bunch of options. There we go. So that one we will export. This is going to be the Caden edit. Caden edit. Okay. So now moving along, it's going to be Christopher R. Okay, here's another chance to like do. You can't mess around too much. We got a baby photo. We got a baby photo for the next one. We got all kinds, all kinds. Oh, absolutely, Golden Sirius. You can absolutely increase quality. I mean, the more that you can have taken the right shot at the time that you snap the picture, the better. But say, for example, you screwed up your exposure a bit, then you can absolutely. You can fix your exposure post-processing. But aside from exposure, most of what you're doing, I would say, is it's stylistic. Because if everything was properly composed when you first took the shot, your exposure is right, your focus point is right, all of that stuff, then whatever you're going to do afterwards is mostly because you want to add some interesting character to it. Okay, so import. And we got baby. Okay, cute looking baby. Nice looking kid. So, you can definitely do things wrong. For example, if we wanted to make this a highly textured baby, the baby's skin is now way too rubbery. We add clarity. The baby looks like it's seen, we've just aged the baby by like 50 years. We don't want to do that. With babies, soft, beautiful little creatures. So, highlights, yeah. Shining baby. shadows. Yeah, here's an example where we can recover detail from the shadows because they're so underexposed, but if we want to see the child's legs, we can bring up the shadows, and now we can actually see the legs. Okay, very nice. So there you go. Yeah, look at this. It's a great smile on this baby. Okay, I think we can also crop this a little better. Yeah, I feel like that's a cooler crop. That can make a difference too. My scanner's broken. I couldn't scan my passport style photo for my application. I took a picture with my phone and edited it with color balance options to make it look scanned. There you go. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so. Whoop. Oh, let's get back to the baby. Okay, so the highlights are looking cool. The whites, can we tone down the whites? No, again, we want to make the baby shiny and happy. Yeah, and if you look up here, you could highlight clipping, so it's like it's too high. Tone that down. Now it's not clipping anymore. Okay, moving along. Gotta stop hitting that. Sharpen the baby? Do we sharpen the baby? No, we do not sharpen the baby. We do add a little bit of luminescence because that softens it. As I say, it kind of makes it look more painting-esque. Kids looking good. Skin tones look accurate. Don't want to mess around with that. And do we want to transform the baby? No, we don't want to transform the baby. It will transform all on its own. Now, midpoint. Yeah, there we go. Cute kid. There's not a lot I want to do here because it's a picture of a baby, so you're not, there's only so much that we can flatter the baby with. Okay, let's see, saturation. Maybe kick down the saturation a little bit on that. Yeah, that looks better actually with everything else in the photo. Having the red not be quite so intense, but the lips, totally saturate the lips. Ugh. No, just kidding. No. Skin tones, maybe a little warmer. Yeah, we can. It's like. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's warmed up. Now those skin tones look better, healthier. Ever since becoming a teacher, have you become more or less interested in having children? No, it is, as a result of my teaching, it has never gone one way or the other. I've always felt like if I met the right person, then sure, if I was at like a right point in my life and I met the right person, why not have kids? I think that would be cool. A little mini me, that would be cool. But no one thing in my life has like pushed me more further away or towards that decision. If it happens, it happens. I mean, I'm already becoming the like classic old dad, right? Like I'm 35 years old, so if I have kids now, nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that either. Like, I don't think my dad was quite old dad, but hey, get back on the face. Sharp baby. No, we don't want sharp baby. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe one day I meet that right girl. You gotta meet the right girl, though, or no, that shit ain't happening. This is like old family photo in a photo album from like, you know, the 80s or something. Put all that grain. Yeah, that looks cool though. If we compare, I'm curious. There's a button you can hit here that basically shows original. Yeah, okay, so this is the original. And then after editing, that's how it looks. I think we absolutely made an improvement there. You're not dating the girl we saw in the videos anymore? Well, there's been a few girls in the videos. I'm not dating any of them anymore. No. But with gift most recently. Ended on really good terms. It just wasn't happening without philosophizing about the end of a relationship here. Still love each other, totally amicable, but not seeing gift anymore. Wasn't like exactly a long time, but yeah. So there's the original, kind of like too dark, skin tone's not very nice, baby looks depressed, and then we fix it. Now it looks like, you know, it says Santa on the shirt. It looks a lot more Christmassy, I'm gonna say. I think we've done well here with this baby. Okay. So this is not for Caden now. This is Christopher R. Chris R. This editing software is not free. It's a part of the Adobe Creative Suite. It's Lightroom. You can just purchase this though, and it's I believe if you only buy this, say you only want to work on photos, then it's like $10 a month, which is awesome. That's not bad at all, right? Same subscription fee for getting like, well, close to Netflix or whatever. Okay. So next we have Jeremy Blurred. Okay, this has a cool one. This has a cool one here. I was looking forward to editing this one. Import. Yeah, right? Yeah, if you do it just the single thing, then it doesn't have to break the bank. So there was this really cool like boat harbor one here. I think this is like Newfoundland, Canada. So yeah, I think this will look cool. Landscape personality shot going on here. Right? We look at this, we can tell right away. We're like, this is going to be a cool shot. There is a Photoshop Lightroom bundle for $20. Okay, there you go. Caden, leave it to the graphic designer to know that specific stuff. Okay, so before, of course, we start here, I feel like I'm singing to the choir. Most people who are in the chat right now are people who have already donated, but it is a fundraising stream, so I gotta pump up the fundraiser here. Look at, if you guys support me, I'll be able to get a skateboard and I'll be able to put the external hard drive on the skateboard and take a picture with my shoe next to it. And we all know that that's the fundamentals of a good channel's development. It's 9.5 times faster than an external hard drive would be normally, this new SSD. I think that obviously this is here to show the size factor. Yes, this will be just incredible for my channel. We've already fundraised up to $202. I didn't put it in the stream, Golden, because I don't know, like I'm always at odds. Maybe I should just like own it more, but I'm like, I don't want people to feel like they're a donation piñata. I don't want to do that to people. So like, if you want it, I want them to show up. You guys we have fun, we edit and stuff, and the donations are kind of an afterthought. But maybe I just say in the future, it is a fundraising stream. Let people know, because I think at the same time with fundraising, when it's done in the right spirit, when it's done with a just cause, then people are cool. They get it. They're like, you're trying to do this to evolve the channel, and nobody has an issue with donating. But if you do want to donate, then please do. No amount is too small. No amount is too large. I'll really appreciate it. In any event, though, really appreciate you guys all being here in the stream. This has actually been, when you consider like how crazy the donations have been, I think because I didn't schedule the stream on my channel, this is like the lowest numbers of people I've ever had, but I feel like it's been one of the most impactful streams I've ever done. So that's cool. It's really cool. All right, so now let's get on to the edit for Jeremy. Jeremy, okay. Yeah, this can have some contrast. Pump up the highlights a little. Shadows are fine. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot of fun stuff here. Yeah, no, really appreciate the donation, Justin. That was awesome. Oh, that's right. The music has gone, hasn't it? Okay. Uh-oh, we've ran out of lo-fi. All right, I'll go to albums and we'll browse laid back moods. Dreamy, epic, mysterious, suspenseful. No, we want laid back. Where's laid back? There it is, laid back. So my car just died is what we're going to start with. Okay. Can you show some zoom in or tell us the camera used? There's the zoom in. The way that I can tell what camera is used if I remove chromatic aberrations doesn't tell me which camera was used, unfortunately. I'm beginning to panic. I missed some of what you guys said here. The skateboard and shoeless really sold the ad. Yes! All right. So, let's see. Okay, going back up to the top. So, texture. No, I like the texture in this one. I like seeing the ripples in the water and stuff. That's cool. Lip just a tiny bit down on saturation. Nice. We good. I'm asking who must have exit there. So I struggle with the body versus lens on cameras. I'm really curious because I've waited so long. I've had my A6500 making good use of that for some years now that I'm upgrading my computer soon. The external hard drive and all else, and then it'll come round again. I think that the next upgrade that I got to do is back to the camera body, so it'll be really exciting because I think I'm like finally entering a new product release cycle where for the longest time it was the Sony A7 III. Like that's what I would have gone for, and like just the reviews on the full frame camera is just insane. Like crazy quality value performance, but I bet that the successor to that A7 III is probably coming out pretty soon. So I'm pretty stoked. All right. So let's see. Yeah, a little contrast there. I think we can bring the shadows up though. I don't want the shadows so low. Yeah, that's better. Highlights are too high. Yeah, actually, I think it's better with them lower. Yeah. Moody. I was shooting Nikon. They're bad these days. I almost cell phone is better because of the distribution on social media. Love the channel. Thank you very much, Retro. Really appreciate you supporting the channel very much. Okay, now I kind of like all the space up top here. It's funny, you know, you might assume all the images are balanced like that, but it is because of the way that everything else is sitting inside of it. Sky kind of looks like the Aurora Borealis a bit. Right on. Someone is eager to give me money? Why am I not? Why I should have read that. Dave, where's the link to donate? Oh, who? Okay, so you can donate either through the super chat, but the super chat will take 30% of your donation. If you would like to donate directly to me, that would be davetrippanon@gmail.com. That's my PayPal, and PayPal will be full donation. If you let me know if in super chat it shows, I'll add it to the donations that we have here. If you do it through PayPal, let me know because I'll update the ticker here with how many donations have been made. But either or, it's whatever is most obviously convenient for you. But most of the donation will go to me if it goes through PayPal. All right. So now, I feel like I want to add some. I feel like grain would look good in this. Still trying to get a sense. Yeah, man, you'll be getting much more content on the horizon. I'm gonna be a little bit delayed because now my computer setup is here, and I'm still for the rest of this week living at my other house. But yeah, maybe I can sneak down here one of these days this week, because next on the channel should be another podcast. The Nikon Z6 has some of the best color science I've ever seen. Oh, thanks, Reg, for putting the link there. Okay, so now let's think about the colors here. I don't feel like the teal. I feel like in this one I want to go with rich hues. So we're gonna go down into here. Yeah, not too much though. Just there. Yes, that looks good. I'm gonna go saturation and pull the saturation down on this here quote. That just slightly less. Yeah, that looks cool. That good stuff. I've moved by about an hour closer to Tokyo, which is awesome. So when I want to get into Tokyo, it's going to be a lot less difficult. When I'm heading in there. Okay, still on saturation. What hue do we want here? Hue. Yeah. That looks cool. Okay. Think a little. Where is the grain? It's at the very bottom. If you add just a little bit of grain to this, that looks cool. Yeah. Personality. It's cool. I think as well, wouldn't mind adding a little bit of sharpness in here too. And then we'll balance that with a bit of luminance. A little bit more luminance. Way too much luminance. Okay, well, let's put that at about 30. Yeah, it's looking cool. Do you still play the guitar? Alas, I don't. I mean, it's just collecting dust. I would have to get a hip amp. I don't have to. I could just like practice playing it, which would be cool. Oh man, yeah, such fond memories. But no, not in recent years. Nice. Will we get an obligatory house apartment tour when you're all set up? Yes, you absolutely will get an apartment tour. I would like to show people the new digs because, I mean, actually this room is like, it's the first time I've had a room that's a dedicated, what do you want to call it? A dedicated studio space. Did you break up with Aiko? Haven't seen her around lately. Yes, Aiko and I broke up. She decided that the distance coming to visit me out in the countryside, it's about a 2-hour commute, that it was inconvenient for her. So in the end, Aiko was not that into me. So whatever though, I mean, if somebody's not interested, then they're welcome to go on their way. I wish them all the best. I'll be fine. And yeah, that's how it kind of ended with her. On fine terms though. Love the girl. You know, if she were ever in a bind, she's totally welcome to call me, and I'd be like, who's chasing you? Who wants you dead? You know, we'll hide you in a safe place until whatever time. We'll get you out of the country, that kind of thing. I'd look after her. Got to be an adult about these things. Know your worth. All right. So now it comes time to go, I think, after everything that we've gone into here, I think now we are looking at a split tone. Actually, this is one of the rare times I kind of like the old filmic look that a bit of this yellow gives to it. Sorry to hear that. I thought last video was sort of including Aiko. Oh no! I mean, the last video I had was with the most recent girlfriend. That was with Gift. There's been a girlfriend post Aiko. Oh, right on. Who? I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Yeah, I really liked seeing in the comments. So many people said that they really they recognized, they like identified with that, and I feel like that's well, to entertain is a wonderful thing to do. If you can make that deeper connection with people, that they can then bring that out into their lives, that feels great. And there seemed to be an abundance of that for that particular video. Like a lot of people saying, this came at the right time. I was feeling like really down. This is something I'm thinking about. That looks, I really feel like I say, I think we've caught a sort of like filmic look here. Like this was shot on some like old Kodak. I'm really liking this. Yeah, a little bit. This is the reason I like this too is because excuse me. I rarely make these color combinations work, like purple and yellow like that. that's not a not a color combination that usually works, but I really like this. Excuse me. I gotta ask, aren't you nervous filming those vlogs around your town? Those cars drive so damn close. Depends on where it is that I'm filming. I think you'd be crazy not to want to be conscientious of, you know, getting run over. That always sucks. But I'm conscientious of it, and as long as you're conscientious, then I think that you'll be fine. You'll be fine because you'll watch for danger, and when people are around, I feel like the anxiety of that will never go away entirely, but I look for good spots to film, and I suck it up. You just man up, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna talk while people are around me here, and that's gonna be somewhat awkward, but come what may, I'm still gonna do it and not let it impact the performance that I give while speaking to the camera. And I mean, I find when you do it in the right way, and when you kind of project confidence whilst you do it, that more often than not, people are really cool about it. Like when I did the 5 hidden gems in Tokyo video recently, I had a person come up to me after I finished speaking. They were like, wow, that was like crazy. You did that all in one take, and it was really informative. I was like, oh, thanks, that's cool. And then when I was in Yanaka Ginza Shotengai, I had people after I was filming walking up and down the streets. They were like, oh, that sounded really interesting. What's your channel? Like, not always can it be that ideal, but very frequently, depending on the sort of energy that you're projecting, people react very positively to it. Unfortunately, Resonant, no, I have not gotten a chance to listen to the song. I wonder where that would be. You may want to send that again to davetrippanon@gmail.com. Bump it up to the top of my list, and then I'll be able to know where it is. As for this photo, I'm thinking we're done. And this is for Jeremy. Okay. Export. Jeremy edits. Jeremy edits. Okay, next. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit more discerning here because we've been going for a while. Okay, I think since Ty's in the stream, we're gonna go with one of Ty's. We're gonna go with one of Ty's. Okay, so let's import. Import. Where are you, import? Yeah. I'd worry about being that gaijin blogger with a gimbal since videos and photos in public would feel disruptive. You're absolutely right, Lord. There is there is a right and wrong way to go about it. I really do feel that way. Basically, you have to do it. There are right places, even places where people are more or less busy, and you kind of have to just get an individual sense of each location that you're in, whether you feel comfortable and you can make people feel comfortable around you. Making efforts like this is another thing too, where I feel like I make great efforts to try and like not get in people's face with the camera and stuff, because of course it reflects on all of us. It echoes on all other YouTubers, the way that you're doing that kind of thing. But I do firmly believe that there's a right conscientious way that you can go about it. And I do believe that where some people abandon even attempting that they shouldn't. I think where some people are like, zero fucks given, I just like do what I want. I think actually it's bad, because eventually it's going to end up one day with like, no, you can't. If like a camera's on a gimbal or whatever, you're not going to be able to do anything. So I think it's worth being conscientious about it. All right, we're going into ties here. And I think I saw the one I was going to do. Yeah, this one stuck out to me. Looked like it had some gorgeous bokeh. It was kind of this cool profile, like very cinematic looking, great light. Like when you look at the outline, the side of his face, like it's just fan-fucking-tastic. How is rural Japan different from rural parts of, say, Canada or America? I live in northern England, basically Canada. Yeah, and great exposure on this shot as well, Ty. Very, very nice. So I would say the big difference is in the age of everything. So when you're in Canada, I mean, how old are we there, right? We're not an old country. And so in the countryside, even the countryside of Canada is new. Like everything, like the infrastructure there, the vast majority of it is new. Whereas when you're in a place like Japan, where this is like, you know, you could be a couple hundred feet away from Sekigahara, like the great battle of like thousands of years of history that is here. And so you really feel in the countryside how ancient the culture is that occupies the area. That's absolutely the greatest thing that I noticed between the two. Yeah, definitely, yeah, not quite so much on the spectrum of the Logan Paul. And I never would, no matter what success in brackets is associated with that. All right, so. Oh yeah, just a little more contrast, separate. Oh, and of course, if you guys, you know, donations are welcome. This is a fundraising stream, and I really appreciate, big or small, any donations that we could potentially one day have for the channel. This awesome Samsung T7 that I could be storing my shit on to save it from being lost, like in the great shit the bed that my computer did the last weekend, where I had to recover it. Thank God I knew how to do that. But yeah, all donations are welcome, big or small. Absolutely no obligation, just appreciate you guys being in the stream. But let's, yeah. Let's get those skateboard hard drive, that's right. Where have you met your ex-girlfriends? Were they work-related? I suppose it would be more difficult to meet new people in the countryside. I'm a modern man. I've met all the girlfriends that I've had here have been on, they've all been dating apps. And it's been awesome. So far, I've met some really wonderful people in the course of my time here. I mean, my dating in Japan video also, like, specifically defends, like, humorously. It was basically stand-up. That video did super well recently. It went up by like 10,000 views and was responsible for me getting like several hundred more subscribers, which was amazing. But yeah, I basically go on about how there ain't nothing wrong with using dating apps. They're awesome. Hey, Imifume. Nice to see you in the stream. Thanks for showing up. Right on, Lord. Yeah, it was just fun. I mean, what's kind of funny about that video, actually, for like some people who've commented, they're like, yeah, that's typical of Japanese women. They're like this, blah, blah, blah. Where I don't want to destroy the illusion for them in that video. The date that I went on, where that woman was an absolute psycho, she was American. It wasn't a Japanese girl. But of course, without having said that to people, they're like, they don't know. Put a little more detail in the bokeh, or do we even further bokeh it out? No, I like having a little bit more detail in that bokeh. Look at that gorgeous gold light. Yeah, and that's the way I say it, Lord, is I'm like, it's just people. It's just people. You're fooling yourself if you think that people are anything other than people. And when people are like, oh, the good old days, I'm like, yeah, like dating, only being able to date people at your workplace was the good old days, or only being able to meet people at clubs and bars was the good old days. It's all just people. Man, there's very little... Here's an example where I was saying when a shot is composed well enough and interestingly enough and the exposure and everything is great, there's not actually like a ton that I end up wanting to do to it. Sometimes though, sometimes it lends itself to it. Yeah, the guy's rocking a decent haircut. We will, of course, vignette, add in that sexy vignette. That'll make that look cool. I think definitely this is a teal orange highlight. Yeah. This is where the split toning works real cool. Now we're going diving into the swimming pool here. No, just a little bit. We're just going to go up to like here, but I really do like that. And now because we have all this gold and like the highlights of everybody, then when we do the shadows and we go in for the teal here, it should look really nice. Sickening. That does not look nice. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool. But the problem we can see here is we're that skin tone. We're losing a bit of the natural. Now we've made them yellow. Oh man. That's better. Right there. That's better skin tone. Yeah, we don't want to make him like orange. Hey, just got here. When's the big move day? Well, actually, I'm sitting in the studio room of the new apartment, and I've done like many trips back. Yesterday, I did 3 trips driving out here to move all the new stuff in. That actually recovers the skin tones. It should be down there. That's better. Yeah, that looks cool. We're gonna do the radial filter on this guy to make him pop. So I am in the process of the big move as we speak. So it's actually that's all happening currently. I'm in the process. No, I didn't have to find like I had to know a Japanese person. So there was that. Sharpness. Add a little texture to this guy. Yeah, making him just pop out just a little bit more. that's cool. Yeah, and I love the bright white highlight following around him there. The guarantor was like, I paid a fee to the nice big juicy fee to the whatchamacallit, to the realtor, not the realtor, yeah, the realtor, but it was a one-time thing. As usual, it was quite expensive to move. When everything's done, all the things that I had to switch over and fees that I incurred, it's going to be somewhere around probably between $2,500 and $3,000. $2,500? Yeah, closer to $2,500, I would say, actually. Okay, we're going to do this. And we don't want... Yeah. That looks cool. There we go. Because now, yeah, doing that, we brought like way more detail into the smoke. That looks really cool. Have you met your neighbors yet, or is that not a thing? No, it absolutely is a thing in Japan. That usually when you move in, you go over, say, hey, I moved in, yoroshiku, that kind of thing. Give them a little gift, like some soap. I'll let them know that you intend to be a good neighbor. More and more these days, it's not something people really obsess over, but I mean, if you want to be like, I think being neighborly is good. Relationships make all the difference in the world. Say, for example, you want to have some people over and do a party. Excuse me. Okay. I do not want somebody actually singing, because that can interrupt me. Important logistical question: have you shipped anything from Canada over in the years? No. I have never personally done it, but I know that, like, for example, my buddy Russ has usually sent a care package during winter for like Christmas, and as you might expect, it's he's fairly expensive. It's pricey doing that international shipping. Okay. This is cool. I think I want a little bit more vignette. There we go. Yeah, I'll even put this way. Yeah, that's cool. Really isolating this guy here. I feel like the highlights might have gotten a little, just here is like just a little too much. There. And I can make him glow on the side of his face. Okay, no, we shouldn't do that though. And whites. Basically, that's whites, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Bring that down so it wasn't quite so intense. But okay, there you go. Would you do a tasting international candy video if we sent you some sweets? If one of my subscribers were to do that, if a subscriber was like, hey, I want to send you a care package and see what your impression of this is, absolutely I would. But would I do a eating foreign candies in Japan or eating Japanese candies video? I don't know if I would, but I would absolutely do it if people were to send me some sort of gift package, because like, yeah, that's just, you got to do that. You got to, if somebody's going to extend that kindness, that would be cool. Yeah. He's got some great, he's popping. I hope you had enough toilet paper. I do. And I'm just one man. I don't have the same needs as like a family or anything like that. Okay. So hues, let's go in here. There we go. All right, so I think that's gonna be that one. Nice shot, Ty. Nice shot. Okay, so now that we've done this, that's a wonderful shot. Okay, so now let's check out. Let's check. Get the truly foreign coffee. Yeah, ship the Tim Hortons. Yeah, a taste of the homeland. Send me the shipping details on Patreon. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. I will hit you up with that. This is we got some island things going on. Sorry. Okay. An exception, I might gotta get that truly foreign coffee. I do love caffeine. It's dangerous for me. Okay. Joshua and his friends. Okay, cool. So we just exported, making a decision here on the next one. Yes, exactly. We'll do like an epic, cinematic, heartfelt, ponderous video where I eat brownies. But I mean, I do like going to like, again, it doesn't surprise me when they are popular. Hey, Barry, welcome to the stream. It's a fundraising stream. Donations will help me get this. Feel free to donate, feel free not to donate, but we're trying to get to this. So far today, we've raised $202. We're doing really well. I do like making food videos. If you find like a really cool place to go and visit, fuck yeah, make something cool. I did a good one with Ozzy, one of my most popular videos, where we got like Tokyo's biggest ice cream, and it was like 9 scoops large. Yeah, and if I feel like it's something that people would really enjoy and it's unique, I like doing those food videos, because food is art, right? It's edible art. What could be better? Okay, no problem. DaveTrippanon@gmail.com. That's where you would send the photos if you would like them to be edited. Deity. Yes. Yeah, that'd be cool. What are the demographics like for your channel? Seems to be quite diverse. Well, actually, what could I pull up for you guys? So, if I go to Gmail, I don't think, yeah, there'll be anything. Oh, nice, we got all the, oh, this must have been... Okay, so we should have added this. Andrew Hall did a donation of about another $10. So we're actually at $212. Somebody did a copyright claim on one of my videos. You bastards. What I'll show you for demographics, if I go into my Google Drive here, this was recently completed by Caden, who is in the chat here. Caden made me this, and this is known as a media kit, which you can submit whenever a company approaches you. You can speak to them and say, hey, these are the fundamentals of my channel that you can know. So I think as well, Caden did a good job when you go into the audience stats, where it wasn't like exact numbers, but you get a sense. So like, serious, like lots, it's male dominated, but that's YouTube in general, is male dominated viewership. But I do have a decent female following. There's like maybe 25% female. US is of course like massive supporters of the channel. Japan, UK, Canada, and Australia. The demographic for age is 25 to 34. That's the huge one, but I really do pride myself on the fact that I have a quite significant following in both the 18 to 24 and 35 to 44. There's it is diverse, and I really, really like that. Please donate to Dave here and smash that like button. Thank you very much, Who. Thank you very much. Yeah, just like straightforward, slick. It was a good job. Yeah, I got my monthly average views here. You got the average monthly view per video. Oh shit, I just realized something. It repeats average monthly views. Kaden! Kaden, we gotta redo the media kit. Average monthly views. That's not good. We gotta fix that, Kaden. The subscribers as well as average monthly watch time and hours. So that's the kind of thing that we got there. So there's that. Oh, that's a nice shot from the community college. Very nice, Medina. Okay, we got some pics from Abjit and Stephen Liggett. We got a cool picture to be edited. Very cool. It's an average view sandwich. Okay, yeah, exactly. So there's that. Yeah, like it's been some great work. Like Caden's done a lot of this stuff. Like for my Patreon, there was this. Caden designed this. I mean, I took the photo obviously, but then Caden designed the new logo that you see here. New logo right there. The new Dave Trippin kind of spray paint thing. He's done. These are like banners at the top of the channel. He's done that for me. He did that banner. This one with the cool. I like the red. Some really good things happening there. This one was cool. It's this kind of collage image that we did for Patreon. Yeah, I'm really it's great stuff. Like he suggested this idea where it was like, have you ever seen one of these collage photos that people are doing? I was like, okay, that's sweet. And I've been talking to him recently. Caden and I are thinking of doing merchandise finally, because there's this drop shipping, and I've been doing a bunch of research about what would be the best way to bring you guys the option to get some of this whatchamacallit, merchandise that's like really high quality, and it will be Caden's designs. Caden also designed the new intro that you see on my channel these days. This was him in After Effects. He designed this intro as well. So just doing great work on the channel. Okay, so now, hard to say. Yeah, I want to build with, as I've read about in this most recent book that I'm reading, I want to build with a just cause. I may make videos, I may have merchandise, but they're not the end. The end should be to make people feel inspired, creative, like they want to become more like international. They want to like go out and explore the world. And it's with that mindset that I want everything to be created. And I'm getting some like wonderful people involved, like Caden, that seem to like very naturally like be a great fit for developing the channel. It's awesome. And then I kind of look at it like your audience are basically, in some sense as well, they're sort of like co-collaborators, because they're contributing to the growth of everything. Yeah, exactly. Fame and success are a sort of happenstance, but they absolutely shouldn't be the goal, or you'll have you'll burn out, and you'll never be happy. You'll become miserable. I don't think that. I know that, and I see that with a lot of YouTubers who all they do is measure themselves against other YouTubers. They don't try and have an individual voice. They try and have a popular voice, and all of their creativity is compromised as a result of it. Okay, so we're importing. We could actually, if you want to, Caden, we should put your website here, because, or let's like bring your website up. What's your website, Caden? Because it'd be cool. People can see some of the other work that you've made not related to my channel. That would be kind of a cool little interlude on the stream here. Write it out and I'll bring it up. This is an interesting song. Plug that talent. Right, that's what you gotta do. Okay. So next we're gonna go into here. Michael was one of the donators today, and he's also a patron, so he's talk about people contributing to the channel. He's doing some awesome work. Look at this shot. Look at this shot that he took. Look at this crazy panorama. This is pretty cool, right? So let's tuck in. Let's tuck in. So, contrast. Right? How cool is this? All right. Shadows. Are there shadows? Not much, but I like that. Texture. I feel like I don't actually know what texture this soft is. Sony Xperia X1. Okay, there you go. Well done, Sony Xperia. Oh man. My back. My back. Oh, my back. Okay. Might have to go to the public bath today, do some of the hot sauna. Oh, I love the hot sauna. I went there last night. It was amazing. Hot sauna, ice bath. Hot sauna, ice bath. It's one of the most incredible things in the world. I tell you. One of the best ever. Okay. So, what are we gonna do here? Excuse me. Let's mess with the blues. Okay, this, I feel like teal really has found a place in this one. No, my place is way more city-like, and in fact, I'm more like, I'm on the outskirts of a city now, is where, like, back where I was before, I was like nowhere near the city, even though I was like a train ride away. So now where I used to drive 40 minutes to go to my gym, I'm 10 minutes away from the gym. Every single place that I had to go 40 minutes by car to reach, I'm now 10 minutes away. And every single restaurant that I could ever wanted to go to is now around me. It's for me, this is basically the most like city I've ever lived. Although it's funny, at my new school, the people, when I told them where I lived, they were like, "Oh, you're so out in the countryside," which it just shows relative scales for people. Where I was like, "Nah, I feel like at this point in time, I'm really city bound." But it's, you know, by their standards, it's like, unless you walk out the door and everything is like 100 meters from your home, then you're in the countryside. I was a country boy back in Canada by virtue of the fact that I lived on Vancouver Island. And Vancouver Island, I lived not even in the city on Vancouver Island. Victoria and Nanaimo are a couple of the cities there. I lived in Mill Bay, like the most country of country places, and it was wonderful. A great place to grow up. I had quite a beautiful place to grow up. Still rife with all the challenges of growing up, but oh yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Yeah, that looks great. Got some interesting music going on here. Dark, laid back, hopeful, laid back. Let's do hopeful, laid back. All right, thanks very much, Lord. It was great to have you in the stream. Really appreciate you being here. Take care with your packing. Yeah, this song's cool. This is good now. weird. It's like, oh, okay, this was definitely, I think, something to do with the way that the panorama was taken, where it was like, you see this line here. Something to do with how it all came out. But that's cool. I mean, do we have 1-7-11, like 3 losses? Yeah. Cheers, Reg. Cheers. Yeah, this song's chilling. This is chilling. I like this. So I wonder if we go over this, what is this? Okay, this is red and orange. That's going to be fairly subtle. I'll mess with there. Split toning. So here, not in the highlights, we go into the shadows. I like, yeah, I was going to say, I think I kind of like the green. This is one of the few times I could use like a green pastel. Hello, Brendan from Saskatchewan. Good to have you in the stream. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. It is, by the way, a fundraising stream. We are trying to get for the channel the, do I have it up here? The Samsung T7. We're fundraising for the channel. Portable SSD, so I will no longer have to worry that if my computer shits the bed that I will lose all my stuff. But don't feel compelled to donate. No obligation there. If you can, it's wonderful. If not, let's just hang out and edit some of these sweet photo submissions. Okay. Is it gonna have an aberration? No. Do want to sharpen this a bit. Yeah, that looks cool. Just a bit. That was too much. Just a bit. That's looking cool. Looking super cool. Yes, donations through the PayPal are great because it's full donation, or through the Super Chat, either or. Whatever happened to your gaming channel, The Great Owl? It's time. Time is what happened. I did not have enough of it, where trying to edit videos for that, it's like you gotta play games to have videos to edit. And if you're going to do that, it takes away from these other things that you may be doing. So in the end, I didn't have enough time for it. But I feel like really all things are a question of organization. And I feel like that if I organized, I could probably get that channel bumping again. And for the people who are really into the gaming side of things, which I'm so passionate about it as well, I could... Hey, thank you very much, Brendan. That's, there we go. There's another 20. We have gone up to 232. We are, I think we're probably within like, hold on. I shouldn't have to keep doing this. 232, at 30% of 232. We are at, let's check it out, after that donation. So I would do 232 minus 60, so we're at 180. We're at 170. 170. So we're within 70. We are within $50. We are within $50 of reaching the donations for the channel. So thank you so much, Brendan. That's awesome. This has gone beyond my wildest expectations. You guys are great. Okay. And of course, a vignette. A vignette to add character around the periphery. I think that looks quite cool. But we do have this like point of focus here that I think we will still add a bit of exposure to. Yeah. We'll stretch it out. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh, it's pretty angelic, right? Barbecue time. Enjoy your barbecue toa. Right on. Hey, Dave, want to say great inspiration and appreciate the content you put out. Right on, Av. That's the goal. May we be mutually inspired. My pleasure. Lots more to come. I really, really appreciate your support. So now I think we can confidently say that this is, yeah, I think this is done, guys. One thing, tone this down just a little bit if I do this. I don't want it to lose its color, but yeah, just a little less saturation. That looks great. Okay, export to, this is going to be the Michael, you've got to tell me how the, with the AEL, how that gets, I say Michael, am I saying that right? Don't want to butcher anybody's name. Michael. So that's cool. So that's real cool. So we've done Michael's. Okay. Let's see. We got Xeris. We got Vex. Is there anybody in the stream now actually who submitted a photo and their photo has not been edited? Because I think then it makes practical sense to be editing photos for people who are in the stream. My pleasure, Michael. My pleasure. So Brandon. Jesus. Okay, plus 50. We're at 282. Okay, so I'm gonna just call it, because the goal is not greed, where you could be like, oh, we're at like 10%. I think we can officially say that we've made it. I think we have made it. Thank you very much, Brendan. I really appreciate it. I think we've cracked it, guys. Even with exchange rates, even with deductions. Let's bring up and see how close we are. Okay. Okay. So what's 30% of 282? Boom. Okay, 30% of 282 is 84. So yeah. Hand over the cash. Give me the cash. No. Yeah, so if we do 282 minus 84, we're essentially at, yeah, we're shy by about $20. We've essentially done it, folks. You guys rock. This community is strong. And it means that I won't be reporting to you anytime soon that, I'm sorry guys, the video will be delayed because we don't have, because I lost all of my info. I'll be able to grab it, back it up, and be in great shape. So it's awesome stuff. You guys rock. So let's see that pronunciation. What's up with Dean these days? Is he's coming stings anytime soon? AM, we're doing it's a fundraiser to get this external hard drive for the channel, and so far donations have racked up to $282. We have to take some deduction from that because YouTube has taken away 84 of those dollars as a part of their cut. So that's what we're doing, and we're editing people's photos who've submitted them to the stream. Michael. Oh, now I'm lost. Yeah. Michael. All right. That's right. That's how you got to look at it. The donations guarantee more videos for the channel, essentially, because it means that I won't like when I most recently, what kind of made me freak out, where I was like, I decided I gotta fundraise for this, is because when I had my computer go down recently, when that happened, I had just moved that video that we just saw, the one that was like what we learned from loneliness living abroad. I just moved all of that footage onto the computer, and then my computer bricked, and it was the first time where I was like, oh my God, if I lose this, I'm gonna lose that video. And you always gotta be accepting of like things turning on a dime or whatever. And you gotta start from zero, but it was particularly soul crushing. I was so happy, and since the video turned out so well received and I was so happy with the end result, I was like, okay, no more messing around. Let's get on there. Let's do the fundraise. Let's get this external. And it's more than just an external that's going to like back up all my stuff. This is, I don't know if you guys know anything about SSDs, but this is an NVMe SSD, and it's like the newest generation. And so I don't have to, I can use this, connect it to the computer, and then I can edit directly from this SSD and edit at the fastest rate that fastest transfer speeds that you can possibly imagine. So in terms of workflow, it's going to be incredible for editing. So not just backup, but also for workflow, which is just awesome. Just awesome. Brandon J. Yeah, okay. It was a double Brandon. I have a 2x terabyte Samsung SSD there. Fast. Yeah, do you have the T5 Who, or which one do you have? Oh man. Okay, I'm lagging. Nobody said, can one of you guys tell me if you've like submitted a photo and I haven't edited it yet and you're still in the stream, because then I'll jump onto one of those. Axel. I just read a book recently which was incredible called The Buried Giant, and it had a character in it called Axel. And it was awesome. It's like this Japanese ethnic background guy who lives in Britain, and it was like it's this play on Arthurian legend, and there was actually a bonus stream okay, love, we'll download the ones that you sent to my Gmail and we'll work on yours. Okay, here we are. Okay, so let's grab one of these. So we got this. This is the Emperor's Garden in Yoyogi, I believe. This music, the one that's on right now, is called Golden Mind. I use, again, supported by Patreon. I use Epidemic Sound to be able to like do streams and stuff and have music for all my videos. Which one? I think maybe this one. Okay. So let's create this for Love JT. Open this up and move this into Love JT. Let's move here. Come on, do it. Okay, and let's import. Okay. Yes, from Meiji Jingu, that's right. Okay. So we'll go back out and from here. Okay. This one we're gonna go dreamy. Love Jeet. Okay, thank you. Love Jeet. That's how we'll say it. So this one we're gonna go total dreamland. So that's gonna mean that we kill the texture, we kill the clarity, we ramp up the luminance and noise reduction. Yeah. That's looking cool. So we're going for like, hey, Axel, thank you very much. We got another donation here from Axel. Boom. Bringing us up and up and up, edging closer towards the goal. Really, really appreciate that, Axel. Thank you very much. We got to go further down. I think we just kill the clarity. I want it to more be like an oil painting. And then we're gonna like just mess with like the colors being really, really cool. Okay, clarity. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna cut the clarity down. That looks cool. Right on, Axel. Sounds good. My bad. Gmail messed up the quality. No. They look fine. They look fine, Love Jeet. I want them to look like this. I want it to be oil painting. That's like, it looked fine when you took the shot. We're specifically removing detail and stuff. We're also gonna do, whereas I've done a lot of desaturated, we're gonna go for a more saturated look, kind of like Ghibli, like, oh, really popping out at us. That looks awesome. Okay. We will, though, we're gonna mess around. I wanna go with like the green. I wanna go for like a more of a forest. But to do that, I think I will have to lower the saturation of the green to make it more rich like that. Yeah, that's better. That's looking cool. And also, I think if we take down the luminance, yeah, this is looking cool, right? Got good things going on. Okay, now this color in here, put the luminance up a bit, and then we're gonna bring this hue to be a little bit warmer. You can see it changing here. That looks cool. Now, no, zoom to here. No, not to here. No. Okay, there we go. So we're heading into here. Looks like it may be, if I mess with this, it's gonna be messing with the blues. No worries, Robin. Yeah, poor students. Hey, you're supporting the channel, being here in the live stream, watching the videos. There is no wrong way to support. Yeah, I do have some photos that I will edit for myself soon. These ones are obviously to send to people for them to enjoy. Oh yeah. It's looking cool. How do we? Okay, so I'm gonna do this because I kind of feel like the obvious thing is this little hut in the middle. That's what we're trying to draw everybody's attention to. This little strip here. That's cool. My Instagram, you can either look up Dave Trippin or CD Jameson. That's my Insta if you want to check it out. In fact, it's a great place to be on because I do a lot of like channel updates there, whereas a lot of people won't necessarily see the community tab when I do informational updates. But you will see them on Instagram. I post to the community board, I post to Instagram. Okay. This is starting to look nice. Still feel like maybe the whites in the sky are... I actually kind of like the whites up a bit more. We are achieving some great Ghibli level things going on here. Still, I feel like even less. No. We want some shape. So we will sharpen just a bit. Yeah. This though, I want to chill out on. And I want this to be more like... I guess I want it to be, it's almost like I want it to be more blue. That is correct, Ev. Yeah, I'm always hiding in a corner in a classroom somewhere, giving an update on Insta. You got it. Okay. So now, what are we gonna feel like? Damn. I do feel like going with the green, and that's more of a, that's like a forest green that we got there. That was good. And green works with a lot of different things. Nice. Brendan followed me on Instagram. Very nice. What prefecture would be good for someone who likes to go on day trip up mountains? I would say where I went. Aiko's old haunt, Akta, has like some seriously beautiful mountainous terrain. I mean, a lot of Japan is mountainous, so that's not so hard to find actually. But yeah, Akta is really, really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. I like that. I just want less of it. It's like this is all good. It's just there's too much saturation. I think that's okay. Yeah, when I get the saturation down, it actually works better. And it's too bright. It's too. That's better. Okay, yeah. I think actually bringing D. Yeah, when I look over here too on the smaller, I'm like, yeah, that's looking more what I want it to look like. That's cool. That's cool. We're doing good work here. This is God's work. Niigata has nice mountains as well? Yeah, Akta. That's right. You got it right there, Michael. Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging this now. Okay. Alright. So, I think I like it, but I think definitely we're going to paint in. I'm going to reset this so it stops being silly. We're going to paint in just a little bit of exposure here. Yep. That looks good, and I think once I put a vignette on it, yeah, just a little less exposure there. I think I overdid that by just a bit. There, now we have this kind of mystical little place that our eye is drawn to. I like that a lot. Mount Choke. I think we go for an even more aggressive vignette. Yeah. What do you think, Lovejeet? I think that turned into a really sort of mysterious, cool, kind of like fantastical location. Right. It's funny. Of all the ones that I've done, guys, I gotta say, I think this is my favorite. It's funny, the ones that you think you're going to enjoy most. I think this is my favorite. It looks like an illustration from a storybook. That's cool. All right, let's export that. And this is Lovejeet's edit. Export. Right on. And I bet if I move it over here where it's like, you guys, if you're looking on, yeah, man, when that's color accurate, like it looks like the screen that I edit on here is just so... but that'll change one step at a time. I'm improving elements of the channel because, yeah, when I bring it over to like my high quality laptop screen, whew, that looks way better. Cool. You know what I think I will do, guys, is I'll send all of these to everyone individually, but then I'm going to create one of those like slideshow uploads that you can do on, whatchamacallit, on Instagram and say, hey, this was a result of the live stream that we did together, and here are all the edited submissions, and then get it out there that if people are like, oh, this is what they look like when Dave works on them, maybe it'll encourage more people to join in and submit for the next one, because this has felt really successful now, seeing some of the quality of things. And let's do that comparison. So, no, that was silly. Don't do it. Oh. I hit the wrong button. What did I just do? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. So this is back. So everything will look good for you guys. But for me... Okay, whoops. Okay, we're back. Right on, Av. Yeah. There's some... Oh, thanks for... You got a tip. Glad that you love it. So now if we do this, you can see them side by side. You can see the work that we've done. I think that's almost like a better way than if I show you before and after. Oh, my face! My face is in the way. Shrink that for a moment. So now you can see both of them. And yeah, like this is like total storybook. Looks so cool, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm so... Nothing better than, I feel like there's a tab I'm missing. It's not just grain that you can add in, but it's like, it's like fade. It's called fade or something. That might be just haze. Okay, yeah. A little bit of haze. I like both, actually. This is weird. Like, I like it, like it adds a little, like, smoky. But then you go this way. But we'll leave it as is. We'll leave it as is, because I think that's a really, really good result that we've ended up with. Really good result. Yeah, I like the left one more. Well, that's fair. Can't tell people what they should or should not enjoy. The left is the unedited. So in your case, you enjoy the unedited shot. I can appreciate that. We will all have different tastes. It'd be a boring world if we didn't. Okay. So is there... Let's go back to my shot here. Okay. Hiko Simon, Stories of Old. Okay, Cupid. Somebody likes me on Okay, Cupid. Exciting. Okay. What do we get here? The Discord. What am I trying to go to? I'm trying to go to Lightroom. So let's go import. So now other source, data D, photography. I think it's this one right here, photography. New Year's Day, Mountain Shrine. Okay. This is the place I went with Gift. Got all these lovely pictures over here, but we won't bring in those. I'm gonna do one of mine. Okay, just got notice from my work it won't be needed for a few months due to the whole thing going on. So considering going on a work year. Oh wow. So it would be helping a lot. Free stay. Yeah. So all photos and then no. Okay, so let's see which ones we want to edit. That one potentially. These potentially. These potentially. Actually, these potentially could be as well. Airbnb for free. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I think this could be very cool. Just like, you can imagine how this would look like when it was all green and you had this path leading up to it. This was such a cool place to go and explore. Okay. Actually, you know what? These are so cool. These many cranes. Whoa! I just went for all photographs. No. Damn it! There's. Okay, previous import. Here we go. All right. Don't need a crazy amount of contrast. Shadows. Thank you. Yeah, this was this cool mountain shrine. I think I do want texture in this one to create some like interesting, create an interesting look. Ah, keep hitting that button. Okay, so. I think this one's more going to be about the split toning than anything else. So I want to go with unusual split toning. That would be unusual. Aberration as you do. Focus in, and I think definitely I do want to lower the saturation. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh boy, it is chilly. I keep saying it's cold. I am not exaggerating. I think it's because it's such a clear, beautiful day outside, so it's kind of bound to happen, but... Oh yeah. The back from sitting too. See these guys who stream for like 8 hours. I'm like, whew, that's impressive. Okay. Nice sharpen. Is there any other way we can go with the hipster crop for... That actually looks really cool. I like that. You know what? It's amazing the difference. Amazing the difference that just cropping something will make. That looks really cool. This is the one-on-one. This is the Instagram crop right here. Add a little grain. Yeah, a little grain added. Again, that sort of filmic look. Sort of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones things going on here. Wicked. I like it. Still gonna vignette it more though. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the high, I like the highlights up on it. Yeah. That's some trippiness. Okay. Now let's head to the color tab, and we're gonna mess around with a little bit of hues here. The hues. We're on yellows. Okay, we're doing yellow. I want the reds though. That's looking cool. I like the deeper blues. I like the deeper blues. There's certainly, I mean, composition is so important, and subject, the thing that you're taking. I mean, there's all sorts of professional photographers that do like a cheap camera challenge where they go out and want to take like cool shots. But you're absolutely fooling yourself if you don't think that like a bigger sensor camera with like a carefully chosen focal length of lens isn't going to create something really cool. There's a whole world of like just what happens in images as a result of focal length. When I see sensor size go up, it's just incredible. The difference that sensor size. That is the single greatest thing that I saw when I went from like using like a phone camera to I use basically one step down from a full frame sensor. That's what the A6500 has. It makes a world of difference. There is a reason that professional photographers are using cameras that cost $5,000. They would not use those if they did not create far, far, far superior images. You should know your fundamentals, your exposure, your shutter speed, your ISO. You need to know all of these things. But yeah, good gear, it helps. Being obsessed first with gear before having the skills, of course, that's silly. But yeah, good gear matters. It doesn't make for like a really, of course, the popular YouTube video to make is your gear doesn't matter, all in caps. And then usually they film that on a really expensive camera. No, I joke, but yeah, gear is a means to an end, but it matters. I keep saying that. It does matter. You shouldn't be obsessed with it, where if you can't say what shutter speed does, if you don't know what ISO is, if you don't know what aperture is, if you can't describe what all of these things do, you should not spend a bunch of money on a camera. You won't appreciate it. My dream camera right now is like, it's probably, because I'll probably one day switch to different companies, but I've not finished my journey with Sony. I think the dream camera for me right now would be the A7 III, because it's essentially the camera I have now, but with a full sensor. Now that being said, because I've looked into it a little bit, I think it's the Fujifilm X-T85 or something. It can film, so like another thing that matters when you're looking at these more expensive cameras, you know, when you do slow motion, when you want it to like look good, right? Something that maybe you do if you're into film or you don't realize is that to get good slow motion, you need higher frame rates. If you film something at 24 frames a second and then you try and make that slow-mo, it's gonna look like garbage. But if you film that at 100 frames a second, then it's gonna be gorgeous, beautiful, buttery slow-mo. Now, depending on the different cameras that you have, they will be able to shoot higher resolution in higher frame rates. So for example, when I shoot 4K film on my A6500, it can only do 24p. But the Fujifilm X-T85, it can film 4K at 60 frames a second. So I would be able to do buttery slow-mo with a 4K resolution. So there's a lot of different considerations you have, whether it's like the FPS that it's capable of, the resolution, the color science, the size of sensor it has. There's a lot to consider. But right now, it would be the Sony A7 III. That would be my dream camera. You goddamn right, Robin. You goddamn right. Okay. Ooh, that's not happening. That's better. That looks cool. That's right. We have the famed, although he's been away on creative sabbatical. Like, what is that guy who has like 9 Oscars for Best Actor? Daniel Day-Lewis. Letters from Japan is the Daniel Day-Lewis of the creative community in Japan. He created great works of art, but then stepped away from the camera for a while to explore life. Okay. As I begin this, I will remind everybody, although I think everybody in the stream is probably donated by this point, but this is a fundraising stream we are working to get for the channel. The amazing Samsung T7T blah 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 portable that will prevent me from losing data in the future and allow me to have way better workflow in terms of editing from an SSD external. No pressure to donate. No amount is too big. No amount is too small. But I do appreciate everybody who's donated today. It's, we've done incredible things. I never thought we would reach 284 or whatever it is, minus the $80 that, YouTube wants to take. Hey, Simon. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. Let's go with a little medium contrast. That's medium. It's funny. That's like so little. But it's so much at the same time. I think, well, if it made you sad, then that was how you were to feel. No problem with that, AM. No problem at all. Nothing wrong with sadness. It's what we do with it. I will not leave Japan, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna be here for the long run. For the long, long run. My favorite thing to photograph in Japan, I love capturing, although it's very rare that I do, but very natural photos of people going about their day-to-day lives. And then, I mean, if I just look at my hello? If I look at my Instagram here, actually, we could bring that up on the screen. That wouldn't be so hard, would it? Let's go to www.instagram.com. Let's see. Or maybe I can just do this CD Jameson. Maybe like this. Yeah. So you can see actually there's quite a variety. Like we go from, like this is some cool like street photography here. So I really love street photography. Like this one was awesome. We got these people here in this like wicked alley. But then just like straight up like naturalistic. That's really, really cool. Like I love these stairs next to this waterfall here. Then, I mean, I went up to Shibuya Scramble and I got like this wicked shot of Shibuya, which was amazing. Like I love urban photography, rooftop photography. You know, I went to Kyoto. There's this really awesome, quite famous koi pond there with these big badass koi. Oh, it's good for you to get a chance to see it, Delta. Yeah. Yeah, so there's like great urban shots. There's great... Log in to continue. Don't you tell me what to do. Can I log in like this? Fuck. It's not going to let me do it, guys. Why would you insist that I have to log in? Aha. No, I'm not going to log in. Let's see. Oh, you bastards. I really do like... I really do like street photography, like nighttime street photography, like really moody stuff like that is really cool. Hello, Julian. No, I have not jammed on my guitar for some time, which makes me sad because I absolutely love guitar, but it's an allocation of time that I keep saying that I return to. But I don't... It's funny, as much as I say that, I know that it's not really that. It's a question of, do I want to? Because there's time that I end up just surfing on my phone where I'm like, why am I surfing on my phone? I could be practicing guitar right now, and that would be awesome. Yeah, people, I mean, in terms of actually growing your Instagram, themes are useful. People follow because they want to consume the same thing. Actually having a varied amount of photography doesn't grow you as quickly, but it's not my just cause. I don't want to just grow. I want to be something more than that. Growth is not enough. It's not a purpose. No, I'm not actually afraid of catching it. I'd be afraid of passing it on to other people because I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. If I ever caught it, I'm strong as an ox. It wouldn't take me down. But the greater concern is the spread. And I live in a country with a high demographic of older people. And so it's really them who is at risk. So my concern is to stay healthy so they stay healthy. That's my thinking. Discord here. This looks cool. Got these little like handmade dudes. How cool is this? Just a cool piece of photography, right? No, not going with this song. Okay. There we go. Again, I think we're gonna go for like, yeah, we're gonna go for a sort of mysterious look. Blacks don't need to be that far down. But I like how this one, it looks like they're all sleeping. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, the demographics. I mean, just look at Italy, right? I believe that Italy has been struck so hard because I think Italy also probably has a fairly aged population as well. That's cool. Now, if we go into lights, darks. Yeah, that looks cool. Bring down those darks. South Korea, yes, but it's done incredibly well with how proactive it is with its testing and all that stuff. They've been quite smart. Looking cool. I think we got something cool here. Yeah, taken from the step itself, right? Looks pretty cool. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, radial filter. We do want this dark and moody, but we want these guys a little bit seen. Just that tiny little bit, actually, though. And I'm feeling like a gray. I think red is cool, actually. Red and shadows. Yep, that's the one. That looks cool. Okay, I like that. Very cool. And even more vignette. Let's make this darker, moodier. Up. Ooh, that's too much. Let's chill that down. Yeah, that looks cool. I think that looks really cool.
I was caught up with my friends. I forgot that we had plans. So the roses on the floor and found the champagne by the door. All my favorite things, they were there except for you. You were gone. Now I'm here all alone.
It's cool.
And I really wish you'd just pick up.
All right, guys. Jizo, cute little Jizo. Straw hats for the Jizo. It's a little story for them. Wanted to truly thank everyone for tuning in today. For submitting all their photos. I will be emailing those out to everyone. I want to put up big on the screen here today with averaging in a stream of about, yes, last call, averaging in a stream of only, I would say we were averaging around 30 people, that in a 4-hour stream we've raised $284, is absolutely remarkable. A testament to the passion in the chat. And thank you so much, guys. I will never take for granted the support I have on my channel, and I will always work to reflect that back at you guys. So thank you very much. Now that I see it's such a success to do these photo editing sessions, I'll absolutely be doing them in the near term, and definitely once I get kind of like more officially into the new apartment, I'll do the apartment tour video and all other stuff. So no, wait, I'm basically freezing to death. My back hurts, and I haven't eaten today. I do intermittent fasting, but that means that you get really, really hungry. I see you. There I am. I see you. I appreciate you. You're awesome. So yeah, the clock has run out. Be looking forward to catching you guys in the comments of the next video that comes out. Everybody take care. Look after yourselves. Don't hoard anything. And I will catch you all in the next video and in the next stream, but that's all for now. So bye for now, everybody. Have a great weekend.